Game faces.
Vampire the Masquerade.
Game faces.
Vampire the Masquerade.
Game faces.
Now I'm hearing some feedback.
Game
Game
faces.
faces.
There it is.
It's repeated so many times.
It's not me.
Well, no, I fixed it. It's all sorted out now. It is all sorted out. Almost all sorted out. There is one fix I think I'd like to make, and I think I can just make my screen a little wider like that. That works. I feel a little better. Excellent.
I'm getting attacked by a circle.
You're getting attacked by a circle. A circle of what? Not a druid circle, I hope.
No.
No? Okay, guys, okay.
Something
so,
I could hide behind.
Oh, that needs to be fixed. Here we
I
go.
thought she was pointing at the mortal scum.
All right, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
getting attacked by the mortal scum.
We are live on Rollstream, and we're playing Vampire the Masquerade. And this is a storyline called The Legacy of Icarus, or actually it's a campaign. Or, I don't know, what is it? It's an ongoing thing.
Nightmare.
Nightmare. Good explanation. Barry Tahira is playing Peter Wicks tonight. Give us a wave and a shout out, Barry, if you will. Test your sound if you can.
Evening, folks.
There you go. We have Charlie, anonymous Charlie.
I'm playing Zahra.
Playing Zahra.
Yes, who's a mute
Then we have
Martian.
a mute Martian. Excellent. Okay. She's not really a Martian in the sense that you would think. You'll find out. Jesse is playing Arthur Crane, if I'm not wrong.
You were correct. It is Arthur Crane, who is a recently embraced human who is still discovering what it means to be a vampire.
Right. And last but not least, we have Lawrence Blackburn. Tell me I have that all right. Played by
Brookburn.
Brookburn. I'm sorry.
Yes,
Can't read
Lawrence Brookburn.
Yeah.
I am Isaac, also known as Jeremy.
All right. Now, when we last left our intrepid heroes, what were we all doing?
We're moving the boat down. We came together and we were going down river.
We didn't leave it on some cliffhanger moment or experience?
No. I know that hurt you, but no, we didn't. We were just coming
you're saying
together
we can't
and
just
going down the
roll
river.
For initiative on the
All right.
Okay.
No, already let me.
I'm kidding. Okay, so you're on the boat. And you're heading north along the river, this estuary river. Not an estuary, we came up with this word the other day.
Listen, guys. It seems like we are either gonna live or die together. Now, I'll tell you why I'm here, and maybe we can connect a few of the dots in what's going on. I came here to find a friend of mine called Mercy.
I thought signing you came here to
No,
Wherever
not
the hell we are.
here. I came to, what's the name of the place? Italy. Specifically, I came to
Milan?
a little town,
Milan?
Milan, to find my friend Mercy. And I ended up here. That's what I came for originally. Now,
I hate to interject here, my benevolent Barry, but you do realize we're not in Italy.
You gotta change your name.
No,
Barry.
no. That's why I came originally to Italy. And I was in Italy when something happened and I ended up here. Now, these people, I don't know who they are, but they obviously must have caught me and they're punishing me for finding them. So, why are you guys here?
I'm still not following a whole lot of this. I mean, we're not in Italy. We've been dropped off in some sort of tropical place. That did we actually figure out where the hell we are? Other than a big triangle that says "Don't be here," "Don't go into some astral freaking
Yeah,
form,"
you know
don't.
that you're in the country Paraguay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm challenging Peter to just sort of identify what it is that he's actually talking about, because we still don't actually have a position, a point of reference. Where are we actually going other than just up a goddamn river?
I am saying, I came here to find a friend, and I started in Italy, and somehow I didn't find that friend, and I ended up here with you lot.
So, one second, you said Massey.
Mercy, mercy.
I know Massey.
How do you
In
know
fact,
Mercy?
she, she's a friend of mine. Well, an acquaintance, really. I mean, it was a brief acquaintance. It was whether to. Well, you know what? I'm gonna call a friend. Same with Vincent.
I would like to ask a quick question for my character's knowledge. When he had gotten the brain cramp that allowed him to understand a bit more about the triangle that we're in, as well as the extraction point, was he also made aware of any points of interest within the triangle?
Yeah, in fact, that knowledge is probably unfolding in you right now. Um, excuse me. You have seen photographs, black and white photographs of people crucified on the edges of the river, up and down this river in different places. You've seen photographs of what amount to war crimes and atrocities, mass graves. And you have the need to go in there and find out who and what is doing this, and confirm the suspicions that your masters have. But then you've already, by the time you've had that thought, forgotten who those masters were, and then kind of returned back to mundane reality. There is a place, you have a feeling, high in the mountains of it's like some sort of dam. Did you know that Paraguay has the most fresh water in the world? It's an interesting fact to know.
Did not know that.
They do, because it comes down from the Andes, you see. So yeah. So anyway, there's a lake, there's a dam, and there's some kind of installation up there, you think, in the mountains, hidden away, that is the answer to whatever your masters seek, Renfield. So yeah, that's what you know right now.
So what I'm thinking is, you met Mercy, okay, right? And I know that Vincent Meyer is an icon. I knew him in Chicago. Now,
You okay? Well, are we talking about the same? He's like a mild-mannered individual. He's just doesn't. He's kind of nondescript. Yeah, if he's kind of actually kind of hot. I mean, if I swung that way, I'd probably do him. But is he like some sort of cop? Is he like a police officer? Is that what you're saying?
he's like a vampire police officer.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
I'm gonna look at like Lawrence to see what his face says when he hears the word vampire.
Right, right. What is
Now-
Lawrence doing when he hears the word vampire?
what
Hold for a
is it?
second, Barry. Hold there for a second. We got to see Lawrence's expression. Go on, Lawrence. Tell us what.
Would I need to spend a willpower point to keep my face stoic? Because he's probably just lost in thought.
Well, right. And when you
But
hear
vampire would likely jar him
poof, that would
out of that lost in thought. That's why I'm like, what would I have to roll to
self-control. I would
not?
think.
Okay.
Difficulty.
Self-control
Do you
was-
feel the difficulty would be about 6 for a single success, or would it be a little higher?
I think it would be a little higher.
Do we need 2 successes, 2 sixes to succeed this check?
Okay, and I have 5 points, so 5 rolls.
5 dull. Yep, 5 dice.
1 success, 1, so none.
So no successes.
2 fails, so the best I could get is 1 success.
Okay,
Yep.
so that is a fail. So yes, he certainly reacts to the word vampire.
How?
Right, is it a raised eyebrow, or is it a shocked expression? Is it?
It's probably just an eyes flick, kind of turn his head slightly and flick up at her and then back away.
Right, a moment of kind of fear.
Okay, so why are the rest of you here? And do you know any of those names we have just mentioned? And if so, how are they connected with you?
I'm gonna put the boat in full on park, and I'm gonna drag the camo netting. I'm gonna walk it across the boat
Okay,
and then just drop it over.
all right,
So we're all nice and cozy under this camo netting.
all
It's
right.
not meant for people to live underneath it, but it looks like we're going to be here for a while, longer than we intended, I think, because we're having a conversation. I know, Mercy. Absolutely. I'm here because I got kicked out of a fucking airplane, and as far as I know, the master's he's testing us for something. I don't know what it is exactly. I'm really new to this, and I'm really new to I'm really new to killing too. I thought it'd be more fun.
So
It's,
you're being fun? So you're being tested? For what?
I don't know. For entryship into this faction that the master was talking about before I lost consciousness and just found myself in this plane.
I start
I-
signing like Sabat to Peter.
Who? Me? He looks at you. No. I've been fighting them for a while.
I still don't understand.
They are bad bastards.
Lawrence, did you notice her signing to Peter Wicks then, or do you want to make a perception check to see if you notice?
I'm going to do a perception check since now he is aware of her watching him. He's probably going to be actively trying not to draw her attention or be
On her
attempted
radar.
to. What was it? Intelligence per no.
Perception alertness.
Perception alertness.
Remember those words well.
Perception's at the very bottom, that's it.
Right. Because of course they
In
couldn't
fact,
do it
we could
alphabetically.
make it his mantra.
Perception alertness. Perception alertness.
3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, yeah, you certainly notice.
Okay. And okay. He is listening in to the conversation now. Once he heard Sabat.
I didn't say it.
Oh, but what you did notice is them signing.
I wrote it out. Yeah.
Well, you said you signed it, I think, didn't you? That was
Yeah.
So you might have noticed her signing in the word Sabat as you looked up. You just see her sign the word Sabat.
And now he is paying more attention to the conversation instead of trying to figure out what's in his head.
Right. Fair enough. And at this point, how hungry is everybody?
I am full.
You're
I could do
full.
with a bite to eat, but I'm incredibly injured.
You're incredibly injured.
Yeah.
When you say incredibly, can you give me an outline there?
Like, mold.
Mold. Okay, that's bad. sort of dice penalty does mold give you? That's
-2.
-2.
-2. Yeah. Okay. Could be
She
worth.
did try to get my attention earlier when we were in the ass end of the church.
Right.
Before we ended up having to dive out of the window, smash ourselves onto pavement, throw ourselves across multiple guards. It was a thing.
It was a thing.
It was a thing. The
Right.
problem that I think Arthur would have at this moment in time is that conflicting issues with his medical want to cure, but also knowing that at the same time, vampiric powers don't deal the same way. And he's already had a very static cataclysm within the past 12 hours that has told him that vampirism is not fun, not what he thought it was going to be.
Right. Right.
So there's going to be some questions when it comes down to even trying to help somebody, especially a sire who's basically been kicking the balls for the past 3 days.
Right. True.
And yeah. But then in the counterpoint, he may do it out of pure guilt, just to appease that gnawing guilt in the back of his brain.
Fair enough.
I don't know yet.
Peter Wicks, how hungry are you?
I don't know. How hungry am I?
Well, to be fair, I've been making.
Oh
you
no,
rolls and
I've
haven't
eaten
interested
lots
me.
of big snacks, and so
Okay.
I'm having a wonderful time doing that. But I'll be still hungry.
Yeah, and it's not very satisfying. You find yourself awfully undernourished and feeling pretty. You know how it is when you just didn't get your coffee today.
Sure.
You know,
And
and then when you finally get your coffee, it's fucking decaf.
Sorry,
Did
and one
I-
other point. Did Zahra take... Who did she take the second Master's Blood off of?
Peter.
Okay, so he doesn't have the... Okay. Wasn't sure if it was Peter or me.
Right, Zahra.
But she did it stealthily enough, you don't know.
You know any of those people that we mentioned? I saw none of them. Okay.
Is Lawrence able to see anyone's hunger arising now that they are calm?
You can make a perception and empathy check if you like to maybe get some idea of that. I'll let the players themselves let you know based on your check.
Anybody doing any difficulties higher than 6?
Yeah.
I think I'm only really looking at Zahra and
Mine's currently
Peter.
at 5. So
So if you
Is
can
that what
actually
you're after?
even... So he's looking for an auto success.
Oh right. Okay. So how many dice do you get?
for
Perception.
4 dice.
empathy?
2 successes if the difficulty is 6.
Yep, 2 successes. And how many dice do you get total in that?
4.
Dice. Okay, 4.
Ah, okay.
So it would be no auto successes. Okay, 2 successes. Yeah.
So a case in point, if you have an ability that or a roll that you're going to do that either meets or exceeds the target value, you can request an auto success if it just actually requires you to just do it. That's it.
Okay.
Then so the base is 6. So for you it would be live. Like so if you're going to be doing, I want to examine document A, and unless it actually requires a very difficult roll, just ask Russell for like an auto success, and as long as it only requires a success,
1. Yep.
that's it. You're good.
Cool. Alrighty. So, you're in this boat under the reeds, chatting amongst
Oh,
yourselves.
who is this master you're talking about? You were
I keep
saying
that.
the master.
I said I messaged Sabat again.
So would I actually remember his name, like just echoing through my head?
His actual name? Yeah, sure.
So what was it again? Like I keep messing it up every time I say it.
Madon.
Madon. Yeah, okay. Yep.
Madon.
Madon, yeah.
Would I recognize
Ah.
that name?
Remind me why you would.
Because Scheherazade is my sire.
Oh, right. Well, in that case, yes, because he is your grandsire.
Okay, okay. I nod in recognition.
So you know.
Finally, sign language I actually fucking understand.
So you know this Madon, okay?
I say I know of him.
You know of him. Why do you know of him?
He is my sire's sire.
Okay. Okay, I won't get personal. All right. So somehow you're connected with these people, and these people. I think you lot are being tested, and I think I'm being punished.
I look at myself, like the injuries I'm sustaining. I guess.
And you two, I like you both, but if you two don't get your act together, I'm going to stake you both and leave you here. Okay?
I just saved our asses. I think I've done my part.
Yeah. Well, you got a childer? Look after it. All right?
You mean
It's not my job. All right. Now, you, young human being person, you're a lawyer, obviously.
Yes.
Did you know any of the names that we just mentioned?
I would not remember Mercy, would I?
Mercy's hard to forget.
True
but,
that.
but
especially if you showed her your knife, her knife collection.
I think that
She's given me a knife. She's given me a knife.
okay. I mean, she gave you a knife. What I think that's probably the point when memory unlock occurs.
Okay. Okay. Then yes, Mercy is familiar to me. Though it was only a
Sorry, I have to stop you. Graham said in chat, "You're human? Barely. I'm a lawyer."
Yep.
Sorry. Please continue. That was hilarious.
I've got to
Spicy.
move these things around so I can actually see the chat again.
Right. Sorry. Do continue, Lawrence. You
There
were
we
off
go.
role playing there.
Okay, so you know Mercy, you know Mercy, you know Mercy, and I know Mercy.
And apparently we
I'm-
both know Vincent.
And
Zara's confused because Zara doesn't know Mercy.
Mercy is maybe I say, part of this group that's testing you guys and punishing me.
Zara.
Or
also-
Mercy could be punishing me. That's
You know
a
that-
possibility too.
Vincent
But,
is
Pete-
your sire's broodmate.
Vince is my sire's roommate. Okay, okay.
You don't know if it's the same Vincent, but
Yeah, there's so many Vincents.
Right.
So the connection might not have made it through her brain yet.
All right. All right.
So
all right. All right.
Maybe this Vincent just gets around. What a dog.
Hang on. What's your Vincent look like? My Vincent has Brad Pitt looks with a mustache. What's yours have?
Mine.
Yeah, any of yours.
No, that's Vincent. I told you. I mean, if I swung that way, I'd be all over that guy. He's a, It's like,
So So an Archon has got something to do with this mess. Okay, like I said, I think you guys are being tested and I'm being punished. Either by these people.
What are you being punished for? You out of all of us that have said here, we've got a mortal that's just sitting there nodding his head, thinking everything's all hunky fucking dory, and I was a mortal just like him no more than a week ago. We got Zahra over here, who doesn't really have much to say at all, but cha. Then we got Peter.
Well, you see, I
We got
think
Peter, who seems to know fucking everything that's going on here. He knows about the map. He knows about all the do not cross go.
believe
All of
me.
a sudden, he's actually thinking he knows about Vincent and
Bel-
Mercy. I'm thinking you, Peter, you're the reason we're fucking here. This is it right here. You are the fucking reason we're here right now. So obviously Arthur's looking for somebody to blame. He's trying to project all those negative emotions that he's been building up in the past few days and the killings that he's done. He's putting it all on fucking Peter right now.
Now,
Fuck you, Peter. This is it. And he stands up and he throws the fucking canvas over the raft.
Oh, over the raft or off the raft?
Just off. He's just fucking over. It's just dead. He's done.
So he stands
I-
up, he's like stepping
I watched
up to
my
them.
child act like a fucking toddler.
Right. So he steps up.
Because he is.
So Arthur is going to
Okay.
step up to Peter Wicks. Is that right?
I'm stepping up.
All right, Peter. How tall are you when you stand up? If it's up to you. Do you stand up? I mean, that was an assumption.
I sort of do.
I mean, you could easily just obfuscate and say like "fuck you" and disappear. You know, that's
Yeah. I'm just gonna go 1, calm down. 2, what I am is all about information. All right? And I know information. It's what my people do.
You have a whole lot of explanations. We're not getting anywhere. We've been stuck in this fucking place for a fucking week.
I just
Why?
told,
I keep thinking now.
I
You're
just
the fucking problem.
okay.
You.
I think
Okay.
while these guys are like
You know what?
bickering, Zara's
what?
gonna be like, "Oh, that's been
Theft
sick."
of Vitae.
At
My
this point,
is he taking my blood?
guys,
Oh my god! Really, theft of vitae?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's got himself that worked up. And
never
he is
mind. I'm
so
not speaking up.
guilty. He's like everything that's been building up over this
Okay,
week
Lawrence.
is just like right there.
Pause.
I'm gonna
pause.
stake him in that case.
Okay, you pull out your stake.
Yep.
Pause. Freeze frame. Lawrence, you suddenly come spouting out with this phrase of information that you didn't know that you had, which essentially is that no member of the Order of Mars may attack another.
Oh.
So yeah, as I see him bring his hands up and the stake come out, I step forward in front of both of them, arms out, still holding a briefcase, and say that no member of the Order of Mars may harm another. And then I just kind of ragdoll, like not to the point of like actual collapsing, but everything just kind of relaxes for a second, and I snap back like, "What
Right.
was that?"
You
Because I
remember,
can remember it happening. Haha.
Yeah, you remember.
Technically, is putting a stake in him harming him?
Well, he's about to harm you too.
Or is it not teaching him a lesson?
Technically,
Hey,
is
but I
Peter
can't
a
now,
member
Chavo.
of the Order of Mars?
Well, I mean,
If
this-
me losing my shit and draining your blood, I mean, it's the same fucking thing.
Well, at the end of the day, it comes down to who can tell Mardon the best story. And whose story is he going to believe? And let's face the fact that he can read your mind.
Yeah,
So
no, I'm not going to tell him a story. I'm
You know.
going to be like I always am.
who's he going to empathize with when the truth comes out?
Right. I'm.
I don't really think anybody in this group knows what Madon will actually do, think, or say, or retrieve from our
That's
brains.
pretty true. That's
All
pretty
right.
So,
Here we go.
with Lawrence standing between us,
Yeah.
would this actually be an opposition enough to allow both of us to calm the fuck down?
Well, what do you think, Barry? Do you think you're having a human stand between you? And we did discuss your humanity is quite high, so you're not
Yeah.
likely to try and kill a human. That would change your...
I'm not sure Peter was ever really shaken in that conversation, was he?
No. I'm trying to calm him down, but it's that fifth of Vitae that might have
That's true.
disturb him. That's my blood.
Theft of Vitae, that would be that would disturb him, and the less blood he has, the more chance he has of frenzying.
Yeah.
So.
And
Also
guess
true.
who's right in front of me for breakfast?
Yeah, I've been trying to stay at
nice,
the back of the boat.
tasty human. So this is an interesting standoff.
I think I can solve it. I stand up and I push Arthur off the boat.
Splish.
You just push him off the boat. So he starts preparing Theft of Vitae, and then he's like,
Yeah, he's distracted.
You want to make a strength and brawl.
I would actually challenge this fact. I would challenge this, just out of character, just slightly. She said in the last gaming session that she was surprised and awed by the fact that Arthur was actually doing the theft of Vitae. She had no idea that this was something that could actually occur. So then why, at this particular altercation, would she then think that what I am doing now is theft of Vitae?
I don't.
I
think you're being an
think she
asshole,
does.
so I'm pushing you off the boat.
Hey, I learned from the best.
Yeah, that sounds like a throw cold water in your face kind of a move rather than a, oh, things are about to get dangerous.
Yeah, you're my child.
Fair
So,
enough. Okay.
This is how I teach. This is how I school my child.
That makes sense. There's a certain amount of logic.
Right,
to
Yeah.
whether I
it,
can or
internal
not.
logic.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so she's
Yeah.
going to... Now, I mean...
Zara's all about tough love.
Arthur, are you going to let her do this, or are you going to use every power at your whim to not let that happen?
Everything that right now, I am, all my ire, all my guilt is focused on Peter right now.
Okay.
That is it. It is a blind read. Everything is focused
So,
on him right now.
I suspect soon... Okay.
Give me attention. I have been.
And then with
The
Lawrence
chat,
jumping in
I
between,
apologize.
You know what I just
I
realized
don't know.
is terrifying? You've been embraced in a place where there is no camarilla, there are no traditions, there is no accountability, there is no... there are no laws, there's nothing here. You could
And I think that's part of the reason they put us here.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to roll. I'm putting strength and blood into strength,
Blood into
so I
strength.
don't have a dice penalty. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
4.
I still have 2 points of strength,
Strength and
blood
athletics
strength.
there to maintain. Unless you want to dodge her incoming movement, which would be dex and dodge.
No, I'm just gonna soak it because I do have fortitude as well.
Okay.
So, and I do have 4 points of strength, and so you said strength and athletics?
Well, athletics for you, yeah. You're trying to maintain your position, right?
My position. Oh, well, it's a stoic position. It's basically I don't know what's coming,
Yeah.
but I have enough. So the pool bond, do you put a plus 2 or do you just put 2?
You don't.
You put 2, unless you're
Just 2.
negative. Doing a negative.
Okay, so it's just 2. Okay. All right, there we go.
What are you modding your pool for?
Because I still have 2 points of blood still pumped on my strength
Right.
from last session.
I succeed.
Good man. Okay, so you've what did you roll there, Arthur?
Not enough.
You don't know.
Not enough.
He
Not
doesn't
enough.
know. Not enough.
Can't see it
Two
because
successes.
roll 20 is not allowing me to scroll down to see it. It's
Alright.
punishing me.
And
It's a 2.
Yeah.
Lista, what did you got a 4. Yeah, okay,
4.
sorry Lawrence. Sorry, not Lawrence. Arthur, you are flying off the deck. Splash down. Okay.
And I
Okay.
sign, cool the fuck off.
So was it a push with celerity or was it just a simple just?
Just simple. Just simple. I already used blood.
Peter turns to Zahra
Yeah.
and says, "Stake me now or he's dead."
Because I still have my theft of vitae still strained on him as I'm being pushed off the boat.
Right.
Does
Does that break your concentration, so to speak?
we got
Do you know what? I think that would actually require a possibly a self-control check,
Lawrence, you're on mute.
or maybe a thaumaturgy
Might be chatting to
and
his chat.
manipulation.
Manipulation? What?
I don't know. I'm throwing shit out there. I'm just asking for high dice rolls.
High dice rolls. What do you?
No, honestly, I'm being thrown out the boat.
This
I
could
still
be
have him kind of squared out, right?
stamina
If we're
and
like,
occult. Stamina and occult.
ooh, that's a spicy roll.
Right.
Stamina and occult. Good call. Like it. Like it.
This is my favorite thing about this game is the choosing of the different dice pools.
Do one sick.
Yeah, roll 20 still doesn't bring me down there. So 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, and you're trying to maintain the theft of vitae
Maintain that vitae, yep.
on Peter Wicks. Okay.
So it's one of those, like, even though I'm pushed off, it's just like.
Now, Peter, question for you. How do you know what theft of vitae looks like?
Well, it would be leaving my body, wouldn't it?
Hasn't started yet.
Oh, good. Well, if it isn't started, I won't do anything, but I know I'm hungry,
At
so...
this point, he's basically marked you for it. How does it work after that, Arthur? Theft of
What's his
vitae.
current will, or
So what's his current willpower?
what's your willpower?
His current willpower is 4.
Ooh,
So
that's not good for him.
The difficulty
So
would
at
be
3,
low.
so that'd be difficulty 4 for my roll on that vitae.
Right, and how many? What?
That'll end up being a survival and a manipulation check.
Right.
Which is one of my best rolls. Do you want me to roll that?
And yeah. If that's what it says, roll the dice.
Scrolling through.
So how is everybody out there tonight? I hope everybody's having a good evening and is
Yes,
fed and
and
sheltered
having
and has
fun
all-
watching a child there have a temper tantrum.
Right. And
3
about-
successes, so 3 blood points.
3 blood points. Okay, so Barry, you are drained by 3 blood points. Bloop, 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 bloop. In one turn. That's pretty fast too. And that's as he is falling off the boat, and the blood is spraying up into the air and getting sort of streaming in this curved arc over the.
Like
edge
I
of the boat.
said, I turned to
Zahra, Lawrence.
what is it?
She's Zahra and he's Lawrence.
Yeah, Zahra. I turned to Zahra and say, "Stake me now, or he's dead."
Zahra, do you do anything?
I repeat that no members of the Order of Mars may harm each other.
No, I'm talking about you. You're dead.
Me? Oh, I'm tasty.
Lawrence, that's when you realize that you're here to be a witness and adjudicator of these trials, and they are to protect you at all costs.
Okay. Is there any kind of word, symbol, or sign that I can put out that lets those who are aware or part of the Order of Mars know that I am something to protect?
No. But
This is going to be fun.
But you can be certain that if they don't protect you, there will be consequences.
Okay.
They need you. That what you know is that they need you way more than they know. And you need to convince them.
Is he frenzying right now?
This is your test. Your test is as a lawyer, and now you've got to defend yourself.
Right. Is he frenzying right now?
Is he frenzying? He can make a self-control check. Barry, I think you also are going to make a self-control check. I think that this situation is getting a little bit out of hand.
Yep.
3 dice. Cooler heads should prevail, guys. Oh my God! You a 10 and a 1,
drama.
Barry. A
Ah.
10 and a 1, and then a
Oh, boy.
3. So that's a fail, Barry. That's the beginnings of a frenzy. You talked us into this.
So I've got a 10, a 2,
Talk
a
anybody
4,
into.
and a 6.
A 3, a 4, and a 6. Okay, so you've succeeded. You're not frenzying, actually, weirdly enough. But that's because you're getting the blood, and he's losing the blood. And he's, the fact that he's getting blood sucked out of him is causing him to frenzy. So that makes sense. All right, so what do you do now that you're frenzying? Well, you're an NPC now that you're frenzying. That's bad.
That's very bad.
That's bad. Okay, so at that point, you go racing off the boat after him. Peter doesn't have wolf claws, does he? No, he doesn't.
No.
Lucky for fucking Arthur, he doesn't have wolf claws. But he does have potence.
Zahra,
And fortitude. So
I look at you.
Peter leaps off the boat.
as I'm running away. Oh no, he's running after Arthur, isn't he?
He's running at Arthur.
Okay, we're also on a boat.
Arthur, you've been
Thin
thrown
boat.
You've been thrown off the boat.
Yes.
And I think Peter's about to chase after you. I thought he was going to come after me, but sounds like he's going for you.
It looked like it. Well, Barry, tell me, out of game, who was more deeply offensive to Peter at that moment?
The one taking my blood.
Right, I would have thought so. Right, that makes sense. Okay, so you go chasing him off the boat. You leap into the air. You come down on him. Arthur, you have hit the water. It's beginning to sink into the water. It's beginning to go dark, but you see a figure coming after you. Can you make a dex and dodge check, please?
What if I don't want to dodge it?
You don't have to.
This is so spicy.
All right.
I'm going to take it, and if I can, I'm going to direct everything. In fact, I'm going to spend. Hey, I'm going to take the blood that I just took. 1, 2, 3.
And use it against him.
And I'm going to dump it into stamina. So now I have 5 stamina.
Oh, that's mean. Okay. Oh, that's mean. Okay. So, Peter Wicks, you hit the water. You swim after him immediately, chasing him straight down, grabbing him if you can. So this is a dex and dodge for you. Arthur, did you roll that?
No, I'm not dodging at all.
You're not dodging at all, that's right.
I'm just soaking everything.
Right. So we're going to make a strength and brawl attack. That is 2 successes. So 2 levels of non-aggravated damage as he smashes into you, heading down into the water. And then
So 1 fortitude soaks 1,
Right.
and I can do a stamina
against the
plus. Sorry?
and stamina against the other if you want.
Yeah. And that's 4, 2 successes.
Okay, so you soak that. However, he's still got a grip on you, and he starts pulling you towards him. And you, can you make a? No, don't worry. You see his teeth flashing in the underwater light briefly. You just get this glimpse of white fangs.
And I'm still in that moment of, he's the reason we're here. He's the reason I've been killing people. He's the reason that nothing has gone right since we've gotten here. He's the reason. He's admitted to knowing Victor. He's admitted to everything. He's like, that is the whole echo in his brain right now. He is just so focused
Right.
on
Can you
that
both make
one
perception-
thing.
We're gonna make perception checks. You're gonna do one.
While doing their checks, if I may, I'd like to really quick say thank you for the 2,000 biddies, Matt Girl Charlie.
What? Not me.
What?
The what?
What?
What's going on?
Read
no,
with your
that
eyes.
definitely said you did it. They
2,000.
said you did it.
Cheer, 1,000, 1,000. El Chapo. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Something's going on. I'm DMing. I'm having
Sorry,
trouble keeping
so
up with all
you
the
wanted me to
things.
do perception and alertness?
Perception alertness, yes, please. And Barry,
Okay.
I'm rolling your perception alertness at the same time as that. Do you know how hard it is to punch someone underwater, though? Right? It's like the most irritating thing. Perception.
Unless you have potence.
Unless you have potence, which he does. Wow, 4 successes for Peter. Even inside your frenzy, Barry, you notice something huge lurking and moving in the dark vast depth of the water here amongst the reeds. It's coming up from around behind the boat, and you can see it behind Arthur right now. Arthur, what did you get for your perception there?
2.
2, was it? You hear something moving in the water behind you, and for a moment you see Peter Wicks look away from you, look a little bit surprised, and look back at you in the midst of this.
Why are you giving me that moment of clarification? That sucks. Because I was so focused on just draining his fucking life.
Well, yeah, and Peter, at this point, I'm going to let you make a self-control to break frenzy, unless you want to stay frenzied. And I'm not encouraging that, because that doesn't help my cause at all. You have to unmute.
You gotta unmute. Unmute, put your hand on the keyboard. There we go.
The big thing worries me, obviously.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to obfuscate.
Okay.
I'm going to obfuscate out of instinct.
Okay. Yep.
And I'm going to attack it because it's big.
Right.
So you gotta roll to regain control.
Yeah.
So we're
Most
going to make a
likely.
self-control check first. All right. So here we go. 3 dice. Self-control.
Oh,
These are
fuck's
3
sake.
dice. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So there's a 6, an 8, and a 7. So that's 3 successes.
Nice.
You bite your lip or something. You gain control of yourself. You bring yourself under order and take control of your mind and body, retracting your fangs slowly if you wish.
Okay.
Now,
No,
no, because you've got something else to deal with now.
I'll move from one to the other as quickly as I can.
All right. The second target, the new target, is coming in, and it's at least 15, 20 feet long.
Now I'm going to obfuscate, don't forget.
Obfuscate and
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Arthur.
Did I notice this?
Now, Peter, here is another point, Peter. Arthur is in front of this thing, and it's behind him.
I will throw him, try to move him to one side.
Okay, so you're going to try and pull him out the way.
Yeah.
Okay, so Arthur, suddenly you are, well, you're going to be pulled to one side, but we'll see to what degree that happens. This is strength and athletics check.
And I've got potence.
Strength, oh, true, yeah. Strength and athletics with potion. 4. Athletics. Okay. And that's 6 successes off the bat there. Okay, so you drag him out of the way before this massive, almost prehistoric fucking crocodile or alligator, whatever's native to Paraguay, comes wriggling out of the reeds and clamping down at the exact place where he was moments ago. Arthur, you see the movement to your right. If you look, you'll see this crocodile, but it depends whether or not you care enough.
Would I have actually noticed that Peter pushed me out of the way?
Why don't you make a wits and alertness check?
Okay, wits. Awareness.
So you're not just noticing that he did it, but that it happened, but that he did it.
Yep, 3 successes.
Yeah, okay. You put 2 and 2 together and you see this connection. Yeah.
Well, immediately he's confused, but he notices the new threat.
Lawrence, you're on the deck of this boat. Can you make a perception check, please? Perception alertness.
So am I.
So is Zahra. Yep, you can make perception alertness checks.
I had been, while they were attacking each other, trying to explain to Zahra. Nope.
I have 2 dice, and it's unfortunately cancelled. So
you're saying that neither of you have perceived anything. Okay.
Neither of us.
All right. So please.
And I'm sitting here trying to explain Loam Valley. Is that a location that we are heading to?
What was it called? Oh, Loam Valley.
Loam Valley. Was that coming to, or is that where we came from just now? Or is that from a note from the other game?
Let me check my notes.
As well as Zahra, I would have told you, started trying to describe. There is within the triangle a location that we need to go to. I'm not entirely sure what it is that we're after at the moment, but it seems the closer we get to whatever it is that you guys need to be doing, the more I seem to understand why we're here. And there is a location up in the mountains, a dam, that we need to head to. I do not know why, but it seems to be important.
Name, Lawrence, there's a word comes into your mind. One word. Scheherazade.
Scheherazade?
Whatever you do, you're gonna spell it wrong.
Yeah, there's no.
Oh, I know.
There's no way to spell it.
I spelled it phonetically for my sake.
I spell it in Alvin because.
Oh, so even if I tried, it's more runic than anything.
Really? You didn't go Aramaic?
Well, I consider Aramaic. Well,
Okay.
Let's choose this Charizard.
Well, I was considering Neo-Terralix, but that's another thing.
Yeah, but they don't actually have a spoken language; it's all written.
And as he gets to the lake, trying to describe the lake, is when he just kind of pauses and Scheherazade.
I start saying, do you mean Scheherazade? Scheherazade?
Yeah.
Scheherazade?
Yes. That's an E.
I sign. Where is she?
I can only guess at that dam, that lake. It's, as I thought of it, it came to mind. That name came to, again. I'm sort of lost here, but I'm starting to understand. I'm here to guide you through the tests. Tests.
And we're not Sabat.
No.
You don't know what Sabat is, but no.
You just say no.
Right. That's why that semi look around like no.
I believe you.
Was it convictive or questioning?
Questioning, because I mean these things are just coming to mind, but that doesn't seem to have brought anything new to mind at this time. So,
right.
As far as I'm aware, no.
I stand up and I go to the back of the boat. I will then start turning on the motor.
All right. Can you
thank you for joining us, El Chapo, and thank you for all of the bits. You have a wonderful night.
You're off. Just like that. Damn it. Oh well, we'll see you again soon, hopefully. Don't forget to follow.
Mr. Arthur has joined the fight.
Oh my goodness.
And come and check us out on
He's given us so many little shiny things.
Yes.
Right. I don't understand it, but that's a lot.
I've been trying to convince a lot of my friends to follow stream as well.
Oh wow.
3 have so far.
Nice.
Oh, that's so cool. Thank you.
Including Black Mesa, who, by the way, is my brother.
Hey.
Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Why didn't you say anything?
Yeah.
No.
Can be
waiting for the right time.
Because rising off of the fame of one's close to you, almost now I'm compared to them and reminded.
No.
That only takes you so far, you can get
my brother would do exactly the same sort of thing. Like, what the fuck you doing, man? Like, what are you? I'm doing this thing here. Like, I'm building my fame. What you do? You build off my shoulders. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
No, I'm building it off of Russell's.
Right. Gets you about 12. That'll get you about 12 followers.
I start the boat.
All right. You start the boat up. So you're in the control room, right? You're in the boathouse.
I don't believe
driving
there was
box.
one. Was there?
The driving.
Nope.
Oh wait, no, you're on a.
It was like
this
a-
is
No, we're
this is the other boat.
basically,
Yes, canoe.
and this is the shitty thing about it is that I dragged
Dragged.
Peter out into like the middle of the rainforest into a. I rolled a very well on this survival roll.
Oh yeah.
Covered it all up. We were covered in foliage. We're in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. He ended up paddling it toward us to get the point where we could actually get Rkdm communique, which is how he actually found us. We were hunkered down, and that's kind of where this whole thing exploded. Where Arthur was, as I said, just feeling guilty, gross. Nothing about this has actually made sense. Yeah, he's no longer suffering from his chronic illness, but nothing of what he researched came to fruition. He just feels
So he's
this isn't. It's gross. It's just he doesn't feel right. Not the way everything that he read was supposed to.
right. So he's
And that's when this whole thing just kind of. Sorry, go ahead.
he's a bit off about that. That makes sense.
Yes.
Okay, so the boat presently, you've started the engine on the back of
Yeah.
the boat, Zahra.
It hurts because I'm in agony, but yeah. He's hit Scheherazade. That's where I want to go.
The sound echoes out across the river.
Let's go.
I return to my spot at the back of the boat. Or no, I guess there's a critter back there. No.
Okay,
There's
so,
some shit going down. Yes.
Yeah, so let me not.
There's some shit going down.
I'll stay next to Zahra.
All right, so you guys are having this conversation. Meanwhile, deep down in the bottom of the river, Arthur and Peter are facing a giant crocodile. The crocodile rolls towards you, Peter. You don't.
Eating it. It can't see me.
It doesn't know you're there. But it rolls
Still smell.
in your direction, and it can smell. That's true, but it does obfuscate. No, it works against that too, because obfuscate basically causes you to not, just not admit that there's somebody there. Basically, that's
Well, it depends on what part of obfuscation he's using. If he's because there's actually a part of it where you just disappear, like
yeah, but
obfuscate.
It doesn't make
does not
you
remove
invisible. It
the
affects
olfactory
person's-
sense.
It affects the person's mind, not the person themselves, not the obfuscator. The obfuscator is not invisible or affected. It is only the minds of the individuals around them that are affected.
Right, but so kind of put it into comparison, if somebody walked for you and they were invisible,
Mhm.
they would still leave
That
an
don't-
olfactory scent.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But if your mind is blocking out their presence,
Oh,
you
if
don't.
he has that level of obfuscation, then yeah, they would.
As far as I'm
Yeah.
aware, obfuscate just works like that. It's all obfuscate works like that.
Oh,
There's
That's
no
not how I did
different
in my campaigns, but
It's
it's not mine. So
because it's all specs. You know, in order to see obfuscate, you have to have more specs than the level of obfuscate. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's not get caught up in it. This is how we're doing it today.
Hey, but this is something we could actually do
Mm.
when we're talking about things about during the week. We'd actually do some, like impromptu conversations.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That sort of thing. And
Put it on your list.
Arthur, what are you doing now that you've witnessed this giant fucking crocodile beast?
So it's broken my connection between me and my hatred for Peter at that point in time.
Okay.
Well, misdirected hatred.
Yeah.
So I'm going to attack whatever is in front of me.
All right.
Like, I'm not berserk frenzied. I'm just literally trying to take everything out on whatever's in front of me right now.
All right.
Big giant alligators, small tiny tadpole.
Well, okay, so the
I don't give a
alligator
fuck.
swims kind of around you at first. It doesn't come straight for you. It doesn't come to nom you in its first sort of action. Instead, it sort of swoops around you, trying to get an idea of who you are and what you are and how big are you going to be to fit in its gullet.
But I don't care. I put myself into his mouth. At this point in time, it's like I'm looking for.
You're heading for the crocodile. Okay.
I'm just like, please, for the love of God, just put me out of my fucking misery.
All right, Peter. You see Arthur going for the crocodile. You're not sure what he's doing, but whatever it is looks like it's going to get him killed. But he's heading for the crocodile right now. Do you do anything?
Bonus action.
I'm gonna tell the crocodile not to go for him because I can do that.
Right, because you have animalism. Okay, so you're going to try and persuade this crocodile not to go for your compadre over here. So Sweet Whispers. System, no roll is necessary to talk with an animal, but the player must make a manipulation and animal ken check. So I'll just line that manipulation and animal ken check.
Also, it's telepathic, so you're good.
Right.
Yeah. You're not like
verbal
"Roll."
component. Yeah.
Manipulation. Manipulation and animal can, which would be at the top if things were alphabetical. Roll20, Vampire the Masquerade, White Wolf Game Studio. One success. It tells me. That's what it says. One success.
Grazie.
So yeah, okay. What does that mean? Let me go back to the book for a second and try and interpret that. And dip. After establishing eye contact, you're able to issue complex commands to a single animal, which will follow to the best of its ability. However, the command must be couched in terms of a request. It must be coaxed. In other words, you need to role play through it, it says. So Barry, what do you say to the crocodile in Nosferatu animalism? I see Lawrence is using his animalism at the moment. His animal can. He's making high checks.
Food doesn't taste good.
Okay, all right. So you tell him the food doesn't taste good. That's fairly true, and so we'll make a charisma and.
Was it manipulation?
Well, it was manipulation and animal ken, but he's already made that roll. He got
Oh,
one success.
right.
So I was thinking of a kind of more of a persuasion checky type thing here. Now that he's speaking in its language.
I think that's
But
the whole
that was
purpose of the manipulation.
That was the point of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What it does then, Lawrence, is it turns towards you as you're going towards it. It doesn't open its mouth. Instead, it nudges you with its head and pushes past you. What do you do in response? I keep saying Lawrence. I mean to say Arthur. I'm so sorry.
I was going to say, this is a nice time for a human to freak out.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, you want to come, Nanny?
Come down here. Yeah, sorry, Arthur. It nudges you with its head as it goes past you. You can take an opportunity attack.
Hey, Charlie, we all float down here.
It hasn't disengaged.
Well, you know what? Since Theft Vitae has been the primary component of my attack repertoire since his discovery,
Right.
he's going to go with what makes him feel the most powerful.
Okay.
And he was going to continue his Theft Vitae,
All right.
but he's going to shift it to the target that's in front of him.
Now, as you're doing this, you're probably kind of sinking in the water towards the bottom of the river, even as you're being carried slightly by the current, and your feet are coming down in the muddy depths of the bottom of the water, amongst these various branches coming out of mangroves and things, roots and plants and things down there, other animals, fish, so forth. So you're going to Theft of Vitae it, so you want to make a check for that? You do your...
Well, which is even better because the way you explained it, panic is setting in.
Okay.
Like, he's still not used to not breathing.
Right.
So he's going to try to clamor as fast as much as possible. Basically, he's in complete survival mode. This is his wheelhouse.
Make your roll.
Are you
Okay.
are you breathing in water?
Arthur
That's
is
okay.
yeah, it's fine, but Arthur is built on survival.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah, gross survival. So sorry. What did you want me to roll?
What was it I asked you to roll? It was a minute ago. You were making a Dex and no, it wasn't a Dex and dodge. What the fuck?
Well, I
was
could
it?
do the continue the
Oh, theft
Theta
of Vitae.
Vitae,
Yeah,
but
yeah. You were making a theft of Vitae check. That's right.
okay, so that's just the manipulation and survival.
Right.
1, 2, 3.
Three levels of damage.
3 levels of damage and 3 levels of blood pool to me, which I then directly transfer into strength.
Okay, cool.
So now I'm strength 5, stamina 5, and I continue to basically beat the living fucking shit
Out of the
out of
crocodile.
whatever it is in front of me right now.
All right. So you do this to the crocodile, and the crocodile has no idea where this pain or attack is coming from, and it just kind of starts thrashing around in the water. Peter, you're kind of near it when it thrashes. Its tail flicks in your direction unexpectedly. You're going to make a Dex and dodge check. That's
Meanwhile, we're sailing. We're
You guys-
sailing away.
right. So you're just zooming off on the boat. Okay. 4, 3,
Bye.
7. Okay. Unfortunately, the tail does connect with you, Peter. Whack. And it sends you a few feet. You take
Yep.
2 levels of non-aggravated damage, crushing damage from its heavy tail, as it bashes you into the wall of the stone underwater. I mean to say. You are on. You need to be on talkie so I can hear you. Can't hear you.
I think he's thinking.
He's thinking. Okay, cool. All right. Who would like to do something? You guys are on the boat. You're zooming off.
Yeah, we're
Alright.
sailing.
So you've gone like
Just
200
sailing
feet
along.
past the location where they were thrown in the river. Lawrence, you know that. Lawrence, you know you have to stick together. You know the group cannot be split up.
In
Yeah,
that
I'm
case,
sorry.
can I do another perception alertness check? Because I was oblivious to. I hear all that splashing and just think,
right,
oh, they're
right.
going at it.
Right, so yeah, there has been some big splashes since then. So yeah, you can make another perception awareness check. So can Zahra.
Nope. I mean, I don't have enough dice.
No, that is the one rule do not ask her to make.
Neither of you made a perception alertness check. You both failed.
Well, I can't make one,
You
so
can't make one. You can always roll 1 dice minimum.
no.
Oh, okay.
No.
You
Because
can,
I have a
decline.
-2.
All
but you
right.
can still roll 1 die. Always roll 1 die. You can never not have a die to roll.
Yeah.
Ah,
The problem
okay, I
is, yeah.
The difficulty might be higher.
Yeah, I'm sick. Nope.
No. Okay. So you see
Sailing
nothing, and
along.
Lawrence.
But at least you
also-
tried.
Lawrence also sees nothing. Is that right? Okay, so the boat goes rocketing off. You two hear the sound of the engine from underwater start up, and then the boat goes across the boat.
And didn't Peter just catch up with us?
I know. Yeah, Peter did just catch up with you. I can't help you guys. You have to help
Right,
yourselves.
right.
No, you're doing what a GM should do, punishing us for our own stupid mistakes.
Well,
Yep.
there's
Yep. You guys want to do this?
like-
I didn't want to do it.
There might have been a point at which I was supposed to say, "Are you sure you would like to do that?" Is that in the rule book somewhere? Where it's like,
Oh, I've
No,
never
this-
seen anybody with an actual angel devil on their shoulder. There's no pausing for.
No, but no. In a good GM, he allows us to make those mistakes.
that's
And unfortunately, our circumstances have put Arthur into a position where all he can do is make mistakes.
Arthur and Peter, can you both make intelligence and
It's fantastic.
intelligence and animal ken checks, please?
Honestly, I just see you guys like riding the alligator to us like the dragon from
They come
Neverending
back
Story.
on it like a surfboard.
Never-ending story? Oh, no, it's not going to be like that. And Artex is dead, unfortunately.
Oh,
Yeah.
our text did die.
No.
Artex does die.
Aw, I
Sad
watched
to
that
say.
a few months ago.
Oh, that's awesome.
For the,
I love that fucking film.
yeah.
Damn it.
Okay.
It would also make sense if, since Lawrence's head keeps exploding at seemingly opportune moments,
Yeah.
almost like he's being monitored, it would also make sense that as we start taking off in the boat, he might just get one of those, something's off, let me look around.
Like, where are the
And
other
notice
two?
that, yeah.
I mean, you definitely, Lawrence.
I'm giving you an out.
Yeah, you can't. You know that you can't leave these two here. You're going to have to come back
Okay.
for them, or at least collect them somehow soon. Yeah.
So now that I've dumped, sorry, just to, yes, add and derail, I have 5 points in stamina, 5 points in strength.
Uh-huh.
I still have 14 points of blood.
'Cause you keep
I'm
sucking
going
it
to
out
rip
of
this
Barry.
fucking alligator to shreds.
All right. So would you like to?
I don't really care how much blood I need to pump into this.
Okay.
That's how Arthur is feeling at this point. He's just at that limit.
All right. Well, the alligator comes finally thrashing around, catches sight of you, draining his blood, and can kind of get a sense of where this is coming from now, and it comes swimming towards you. Are you going to make any attempt to deflect it?
Nope.
Or...
I'm going to drive toward it. I'm going to grab his jaws, and I'm just going to use all the strength that I've used, dump every point of...
Just try and break it open. Okay.
No, not break it open. I can break his... I'm going to rip him fucking half.
Right. Okay.
By the jaws.
So let's get a strength and brawl check, please. Now, Peter, you see him swimming towards the crocodile, and under your estimation, you've never seen him do anything particularly strong before.
7,
I don't think, if I recall.
7.
So you
2,
might be
3.
surprised to see him attempt to pull the alligator's face open.
Oh, at this stage, I don't give a flying patooties what he's doing.
Okay.
I've had enough of him already.
But it does. It may occur to you that this alligator is quite big and strong, and it may take more than one of you to kill it.
It will, because if beyond the normal them, because I know it might be a ghoul if it's that big.
Right, could be.
It might be a ghoul, and it's going to take him a lot to break a ghoul's. And the normal jaw capacity of an alligator is already deadly enough.
Right. Okay, so what did you roll?
Hey, you're getting logicked in.
What did you roll there, Arthur?
4.
4 successes, okay, versus my alligator dice. Oh, I need more alligator dice.
Zahra, we can't
No,
live without them. We have to turn around.
But Scheherazade, you said it. This is my
Yes,
This is my
but for us
task.
to be able to get through these tests alive and in one piece, we need to be together.
why.
I'll tell you that when it comes to mind.
Okay.
Maybe we can give them a little bit more time to cool off.
Versus...
Thing is, I haven't got
Still
a
lot of
bloody
splashing.
problem.
There is still a lot of
You do
splashing.
now.
Arthur,
All right, fine. Let's just go in a circle or something. Give them a little bit. There's still a lot of splashing, but we can't leave without them.
Arthur, you find yourself locked in combat with this thing. It seems to be as strong as you are, and you're not. It's as strong as you. You're able to make it. 4 successes. That's huge, but it's equally strong as you. It seems right now.
Okay.
So you two are in the spin as it's starting to drop towards the bottom of the river.
So his panic and anxiety would kick in at that point in time
Mud.
and just dump more blood. Just everything
So
he
you
has.
have a max of 5 in every stat. You know that, right?
Yep.
In every
I am
physical
well
stat.
aware.
Okay, so you
And he will dump
so it's strength,
everything into his
dex,
physical stats. Everything.
Okay, cool. All right, so you're doing that.
So
what
that's
we're
1, 2,
pumping.
3, 1, 2, 3. So 2 more. I'll take those off. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Peter, what are you doing while he's pumping blood to fight the alligator?
I am going to obfuscate. Get near the alligator in a sensitive place and bite the bugger and suck like nothing on earth.
Okay.
Phrasing.
As you get close enough, you start to see the size. You see the size of its scales, and you wonder whether your teeth will go through its skin.
I'm going to this. I'm gonna literally bite it on the eye.
On the eye.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you're obfuscated, and you're going to sneak up to a giant crocodile underwater in the river. And
Well,
bite
what
its
the
eye.
hell else
I'm not
am I gonna
complaining.
do?
I'm not complaining. I'm just admiring the audacity of this plan.
Oh,
As I'm doing like this and climbing into its fucking mouth.
Right.
Let me help you. I'm tasty.
No, Arthur
Okay.
wants to die. That is his whole point right now. But he
already
doesn't
has
want to
died.
die. No,
Yeah. Yeah.
he doesn't want to die. But he is so
Too late.
guilt-ridden that he just needs to be put into positions where his life is at risk. So
That's
he's
the only way he feels
diving
alive.
into his mouth. But he doesn't realize that Theta Vitae is giving him so much fucking power. Like, I have another 14 blood points right now.
All right. Let's go. Let's keep this momentum going. I want to get slowed down.
Alright, I will
Yeah.
bite the fucking eye of this
All right,
fucking
you're
thing.
biting the fucking eye of the fucking crocodile in the river. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
All right. Jesus. Just fucking hold on. All right, what am I making you roll?
Sorry,
for?
Peter.
I
I'm
don't
just
even
trying
know.
to set a tone.
This is going to be a... This is a little bit dexy, I think. It's a little bit of a dexy thing rather than a strengthy thing because, you know, you got to be accurate to bite an eyeball on a moving crocodile target in the dark and underwater. So,
Doing pinwheels with another vampire.
Peter Wicks, would you like to spend any willpower points or anything like that for this maneuver?
I haven't got any willpower.
Oh, you do. You got 4. It's not very many, but it's...
No.
No? Okay.
Come on, buddy. You can do this.
Okay, so here we go.
I need you. I need you, Peter. I need you. I need you. I need you, Peter.
Dex Brawl. He wasn't saying that a minute ago.
Yeah.
No. But that's what he's hearing right now.
Okay. And there's no willpower on this roll. Oh, that is no successes. Okay, so that's your first attempt at it. It's not a bad plan. The plan's not flawed, but the crocodile keeps moving, so you're having trouble approaching it correctly. Arthur, you're going in through its mouth. It's going to try and clamp its jaws shut on you. You're going to make a dex and athletics check to try and stop it.
Nope, no, I'm not.
You're not. Okay, well...
I'm going to soak everything.
You're just going to soak the damage.
Yep.
Oh, that's going to hurt. All right.
Yes, it will. That's the whole point.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, that's a 1, so that's not as bad as it could have been, but it's still... There's still 3 successes there. 3 levels of non-aggravated ripping, tearing, and teeth damage to your head and torso and face and shoulder.
1 point of fortitude. It takes care of 1 point. And then stamina and...
Now there is blood in the water, filling up the volume.
3
around
points. So, sorry, 1 fortitude, 3 successes on stamina check.
you. Okay. 1 fortitude, 3 successes on stamina. So does that mean you soaked everything?
I did.
Right, okay, cool. All right, so what do you do now that you've soaked all of that?
I'm climbing further into his gullet.
All right. Lawrence and Zahra, how far do you go? How far
In
are
a
you now?
cycle.
I'm going to say you're a kilometer away now. You're 1 kilometer away.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay.
I stopped the
The
boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we made it a ways for a circle. Zahra, come. We have to go back.
Can you two make perception alertness checks?
Sure. No.
You
Okay.
two.
You
Still get
can.
1 die. 2 successes finally.
2 successes finally. Lawrence, you hear the sound of a helicopter in the distance.
Oh, fantastic. Zara, we have to go get them. There's a helicopter coming. Zara, I'm not kidding. Zara.
I said, I said, what are you, my dad?
I represent your dad.
I'm gonna take the boat into somewhere where it could potentially be hidden,
Okay. Somewhere where it potentially
like some
could be.
reeds or whatever.
Okay. You want to make a wits and subterfuge check?
Definitely not.
Well,
But I'll do it
but you'll do
anyway.
it. Would you like to spend a willpower point?
No.
It's a bargain with the devil.
Yes.
Oh, just one.
Just one success.
I half-assed it,
Well-
but
Lawrence, do you want to make a perception alertness check to see whether you
Yes.
notice that her attempt at hiding the boat could in fact be quite a lot better?
2 successes.
Yeah, you can see that it could at least be one more success better than it was. You know,
More reeds. More cowbell.
more cowbell for that hiding the
I
boat.
think it should be like 3 feet to the left.
All right, so you
And
hide the
Zara's like, well, you do it.
Are we about to hoof it back? Because a kilometer's a bit of a ways for a human in such a short time. Because helicopter's almost here, it sounds.
As you're sitting there having this conversation, the chopper flies overhead.
Shouldn't have said anything.
What about that like canopy thing?
The canopy thing.
Yeah.
Didn't it fall in the water when he threw it off of all of
Yeah,
us?
that's true. Yeah. It's probably netted at the bottom of the river where they're fighting the crocodile presently.
It's why they keep pinwheeling in the water,
I
Right.
wrapped up in the.
It might be. That's a great idea.
I start
Don't.
signing. I start
Why did
signing.
you give him that idea?
I start signing. I don't know why I embraced
I don't know why.
That
She swallowed.
scrub, and
Perhaps
I've quite
I have no bearing on your familial ties, but we need to go pick up your whelp.
Graham said in chat, Zahra signs. What? You're my dad? Lawrence, no, but you can call me daddy. Zahra,
Ooh.
Lawrence, did I leave you speechless?
Don't make me yeet you off this.
Right, Graham,
off
you
this
can
boat.
unfollow this channel and just fuck off now.
I do that sometimes. Like, hey, these guys look interesting. I got rated in here. I'll check them out later. Follow. Bye.
Okay, so, meanwhile, you guys are on the boat. You're hiding the boat. That's all good. Crocodile scene. Barry, what are you doing?
Bite the bugger again.
You're going to go and bite him again. Okay, let's make that so. Graham said, I regret nothing. All right. Dex and Brawl for Barry. Peter Wicks to bite the crocodile on the eyeball. That is so specific. 2 successes this time. All right, so this time you go in and you bite it on the eyeball, and that is indeed its only fucking exposed point. Immediately, the crocodile begins to drift instead of spin and fight as it undergoes the paralysis of the kiss, the ecstasy of the kiss. And the crocodile begins to drift towards the bottom of the water. Its limbs twitch, but it doesn't fight. And
I
Arthur-
suck and suck and suck and suck
Alright,
and
so
so
you
it's
suck
got
at
nothing.
bites. You suck at bites.
Yeah.
Arthur, you were in its head, in its face, in its mouth.
And
That's
I've
true.
maxed
Goes
out
limp.
all of my physical attributes, and I'm
So you're
basically
like
just
tearing it into
beating
pieces.
living shit of it, just grabbing everything, and I've dove into his gullet.
Arthur, can you make a self-control check, please? I'm going to make the difficulty higher because you're feeding into this.
Okay,
Difficulty is going to be 8.
4.
You need 3 successes. Good luck, motherfucker.
Ah,
No.
No? Well, I
No.
guess that settles it then. You go into your first big frenzy. Is that about right?
Welcome to
Yep.
vampirism.
Frenzy verse, and when you come out of this frenzy, Peter, you've witnessed him frenzy and tear the crocodile from one end to the other, peeling it open from the mouth all the way down its gullet to the other end, and letting its entrails spill and all of its contents of its stomach into the water as well. It's quite disgusting.
With
And
the vitae just trailing after it, just
right, you're just sucking the vitae away like that, and then suddenly the water on the top of the river ripples, and you hear as a chopper flies over. Everything goes quiet now.
Right. Go to him.
All right, Arthur. Yeah, are you still frenzying? We better make another self-control check.
Wait till he's finished doing the croc over.
You certainly have enough blood now.
how much blood did I get off the croc?
You'd be at full max blood pool.
Okay. I'm just floating. I'm doing one of those.
So he's just floating and spinning in the water.
I swim over there and tap him on the shoulder.
Okay.
I am so satiated that I just let it happen. I'm just like, you tap me, I spin.
I grab his collar
Yeah, as you
gently
go, yeah.
and swim him up,
Okay, so you pull him up to the surface and then tug him off to the shore.
thinking to myself, why the fuck am I doing this? Why? Okay. I just have a feeling I should be.
I mean, at that point, Peter, he's completely passive,
Mm.
and you do have a stake. I'm not saying you have to use it, but that was your original. Oh no, you were going to kill him, weren't you? You weren't going to stake him. You were going to kill him.
No, I was gonna kill him.
And you've pretty much had that fight now, so
Yep.
okay. So you're feeling everyone's a bit exhausted and a bit less.
Yep. And
raw.
we're full.
And you're
I'm
full.
full.
Everyone's got blood now. Yeah, that's true. Okay,
So
you guys crawl out of
I'm
the mud on the side of the river into the reeds.
I go to the side of the river with his reeds because I don't want to pop up and then a helicopter cuts me to pieces.
Right.
So I come up and I look at him,
Yep.
pick him up, and I say, look, we gotta go. We gotta go. Later on, you can tell me what your problem is, but we gotta go.
What? Core. What?
Look,
What? I'm
You're-
so.
you're so what?
I'm so not hungry.
Oh, good. Can we get going now? We've got to find the boat. I don't know where the others have gone.
All right, and Lawrence and
Absolutely, my good sir.
Lawrence and Zahra. Would you like to use a bonus action to
He might be
unmute
talking to
yourself,
his
Lawrence?
self. Okay.
Fair. So you want to say, as the helicopter was flying over us and heading towards their location and presumably past them as well,
Yep.
were we able to either see? I know it's dark, I know it's night, probably only they'd be able to, but would we have been able to see anything on the helicopter or kind of guesstimate its potential destination?
Its vector or destination? Sure, you can try. You can make an intelligence and investigation check, please. Food coma.
Food comas are so great.
And also,
Oh, investigation's way down there.
Thank you for not really unfollowing us, Graham. I didn't really mean it.
Oh, that's a lot of successes. 4
Oh, really?
successes.
How many?
Nice.
4.
4. Yeah. It looks to you like that chopper's
Wait.
probably. Yeah. What?
I may have been messing up. I am currently injured. Am I taking away a success for everything that I roll?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
3
you're
successes.
taking a dice away from everything that you roll before you roll it.
Oh.
So when you go into that little thingy,
Don't worry about it.
Instead
It
of-
says mod, do -1.
yeah. But no, let's keep things moving.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
worry about
yeah.
it for now. It's fine. But you will keep that in mind for future rolls.
I wish I knew which way they went.
So, what are you doing on the boat right now? You're still just waiting.
I'm a little bit like, do we have to go back?
Yes. Yes. We cannot
Fine.
complete these tests without the entire crew.
I seriously doubt it. I doubt we'll need them.
Arthur, what the hell is wrong with you?
Arthur,
We're gonna go back, by the way. Yeah. We're gonna-
who you calling
Cutting.
off?
You, moron.
No, my good sir. I am Matthew.
Oh, okay. So we've become a apostle now. Great. Yeah. I don't care who you are today or who you were last week, but the guy I know is called Arthur. You got problems? What's wrong?
No, the Arthur has been the most hospitable host thus far. But no, I'm Matthew, and I'm going to be taking hold of this host going further. Yeah.
What do you
He
mean
collapsed. He collapses.
Oh, that's wonderful. Bloody Malkavian. Or a split personality. It could only happen to me.
Right.
Oh, you know, and he's dragging him along,
Dragging him along.
and he's
Hey.
got...
Fucking Peter, what are you doing? Get back, Peter! Like, let me the fuck up! Like, what are you doing?
Are you
Fucking.
Arthur
What?
now, or are you
What?
Matthew?
What? No. I'm Peter. What? No, I'm Arthur. I'm.
No.
What?
I'm Peter. You're God knows who. And what the fuck?
What?
Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. It's. Yeah.
What's wrong?
Fuck it. Fuck whatever. It's just like, let's go. Let's just go. Like, just forget it. It's fine.
Well,
All right,
I
so
hope
you
we're
guys are
going the
going back
right
on the
way.
boat now,
I'm just...
right? They're actually heading back. Can you guys make perception alertness checks, Peter and Arthur, to see if you hear the boat? And Peter's one, of course.
Okay.
One. Oh, Jesus. Hello.
Hello.
3 successes. That's good.
That's good. You hear the boat motor, and Barry also gets 3 successes and hears the engine on the boat. And you both recognize it as that boat too, because you've heard a few different boat engines lately.
Okay.
Fuck. I'm sorry, Peter. I don't know what happened, but
You both
I
walk up and-
honestly don't remember what happened. Like, there was a boat. There's fucking water. I'm following as we're doing this. We're going towards what we're doing, getting towards our objective. But I'm just like, I honestly, I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Right.
I'm just following. I'm following Peter.
Peter, you can now see in the distance, reflected on the water, you can see the boat cruising, and 2 figures on that boat. They both look like your companions in
Okay.
silhouette, with the moon reflected on the water, there is a little spit that goes out a little way into the water between where you are and where they are.
Okay, I give them a whistle.
They won't hear a whistle over the sound of that boat engine.
I get a rock.
Throw a grenade.
I get a rock,
All right,
and
you get a rock.
I throw it onto the boat
Onto the
so they
boat.
can see that. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see how well this goes and see if you don't knock Lawrence out or kill him by accident, but alright. So you're going to pump up your dex for this or anything like that?
Well, I need to. Does it look like it?
You've got 3 in dex and you've got 3 in athletics, so 6 dice. Do you think you want any more?
No.
No? You good? Okay. 6 dice it is. And that's an 8 and a 1.
Oh.
1 success. So there is a bang on the side of the boat suddenly. You hear something like something hard hit the boat.
Can I see where it came from?
You cannot see where it came from. It's a sound, obviously, so it's like you can look around. In fact, unless Barry or Arthur, if either of them signal you or something like that, you might see them, but they would have to actually light themselves because it's dark and you don't have dark vision.
Okay.
Turn to Zahra. Can you see in the dark?
I'll give you a weird look.
Weird look.
Over that way.
I'll try. but
So,
it's-
Zahra, you want to make a perception alertness check?
no, I'll just make a 1 dice check.
1 dice check.
Hmm.
No. Okay,
Huh.
Peter, the
Right.
boat hasn't stopped. They seem to be
I'm
looking
gonna
around. In the
I'm gonna
numbers.
jump into the water.
Jumping into the water in order
Yeah.
to do what? You're going to try and cut them off? Get
Yeah.
on the boat? Okay, you're going to have to do that fast because they're about to go past you.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm doing it.
All right, so you run as far as you can, then you dive into the water as fast as you can, and then you athletically swim towards the boat as fast as you can. Do you want to spend any willpower points on this?
No.
Potence.
Potence, that is a good point. You have potence, so we're going to
Yeah.
make...
Should have just thrown Arthur at the boat.
Should have just...
Since I have all my physical attributes are at max right now. I'm a fucking.
Oh, so you should be throwing Peter.
I'm in a Dantus right now.
Peter,
Matthew.
3 successes. Okay, Peter, you get to...
Well, let's
Peter,
not
your
get to
hand
that.
comes up on the side of the boat and you grab the edge of the boat, pulling yourself up. Out of
Okay.
the water.
He's
Fuck.
over.
You're being pulled
He-
along.
He's over there. He's over there.
I start signing. Who's over there?
Who do you think?
I facepalm.
And as you facepalm, you take your hand off the tiller and the boat goes into a circle and smacks into a tree and sinks. No.
Nice.
Upon impact, Lawrence flies out of the boat, lands head
No,
first.
That sounds like Zahra. It's like, you know what? Kill everybody to save the face.
All
Wonderful
because
sight.
you wanted to facepalm.
All right, guys. Come on, focus.
Okay. All right. What happens?
All right, so Zahra, this is on you. What do you do? What do you?
I just stop the
Stop
boat.
Okay.
I give it to Peter. Like,
Okay. I'll take her place once I
Alright.
get on
Yep.
and take it to where
Arthur is.
multi-personalities is. Yeah.
Okay, so you go and grab Arthur and help him onto the boat.
Give me 3 minutes, 5 minutes tops.
Well, I wouldn't mind a 5-minute break here too, if you guys are all right with that. You guys can take.
I'll remember this.
You'll remember this. Take 5.
You better, because I'm gonna pick it up time and time and again.
Off you go. Off
Be
you
back
go.
in
Get out of
Yeah.
here. Time's
I'm
ticking.
also going to
I'm
skip
gonna
the
get out of here
operational
too
moment.
for a while.
Oh.
I'm not.
Well, for those who are present, hello.
No.
I'm Isaac H.
Leaving a 5-minute break, and I need one.
You definitely need one, Jesus.
Don't forget to mute as you leave.
Oh, it's nice.
Oh. Oh
Good.
no. So that's not happening.
Okay.
But for those on my
I
chat,
can do it from my end.
Thank you. Thank you.
for those in my chat, please do check out Rollstream. You can find them
Your
under
pills will be in the next
Rollstream.
day, honey, so it won't matter. You can.
There you go.
And you can find me under Isaac H for those who are in Rollstream's chat. Yes, cross promotional.
Yeah.
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 You need to start streaming so we can plug you too.
I know. February.
February.
Yeah.
Really?
That's the time that I've decided. I made like a New Year's resolution sort of step-by-step thing. And
Okay.
I said like I'd give myself a bit of time to get used to work.
Yeah.
And everything before I start taking on other majiggies.
Because I'm still looking forward to watching you play Beat Saber. We have to fight.
Well, I'd kill you. So
I know. I am squishy human.
you are a squishy human. I played like so many hours of Beat Saber, so
Yeah.
you don't stand a chance.
I know I don't, but I'm willing to try. However, I'll be right back.
Squishy.
I've only got like 2 minutes left to try to huff down some cancer.
Okay, okay.
I will be right back. Thank you for entertaining everyone, Charlie.
I have no choice now. I don't know what to do.
Get up
so-
and take a break anyway.
Okay, okay. Oh, nice. We got Arthur back. So, why don't we walk through that? We can't hear you, but why don't we walk through that a bit, eh?
Oh, look at that. I muted myself and I didn't
Yes,
even know
you
it.
did. So,
Yeah.
yeah, why don't you just offload all the nonsense that happened today onto our adoring fans?
What would you like to know? Like specifically in how Arthur just decided he was gonna go and
Who's Matthew? Who's Matthew? Okay.
Matthew Hawthorne, yes.
Right.
No, sorry, I'm not gonna go that far. No, he's just he's
Okay,
you know
that's
he's,
fair.
he's yeah. No, it's something that RK and I have been poking at for a while, and it was part of his original concept that he was going to not necessarily transition, but it's more. This is a weird thing, because I was trying to propose to him a situation where a blood bonded thaumaturgic vessel invaded an infant, and that infant was then transferred. It was obviously an odd concept, considering the fact that there was not a whole lot of, when it comes down to thaumaturgic hedge magicians, other than just through ghoul tradition supporting other thaumaturgic or blood-based vampiric traditions. So I was like, well, what would be the possibility of somebody who didn't know, who they were just a vessel for some sort of weird blood feud that were infused with some sort of fucked up knowledge, and that at a certain point where the vampiric blood of the vitae would actually trigger certain responses over time. And this is kind of where Matthew Hawthorne come to fruition, is we kind of understand a little bit about the background when it comes to Arthur Crane and just what he perceives as just abuse, neglect, rejection. Was it his own fault? Was it something to do with the thaumaturgic hedge magicians that decided that, hey, you know what, we're just going to imbue you with this shit and pass you on? So there's a lot going on with Arthur and with Matthew, and I think hopefully going forward we're going to see a little bit more. But you've obviously, as you have seen and the audience thus far has seen, is that there's certain traumatic experiences that trigger the presence of Matthew. So, will we see more of Matthew? I don't know. Will we see less of Arthur? Not sure.
We shall
I
see.
mean,
maybe they will.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
that's
well,
cool. Yeah.
While Barry is away, we can say that he's obfuscated.
Yes. He does what he does. It does what he does best there. Yeah.
That's what he does best. All right. So you guys are on
Oh,
the boat,
yeah.
and Barry is invisible. Peter Wicks.
But driving.
He's driving and invisible. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. Okay. So he's at the back of the boat, invisible. Awesome. And you guys are heading up the river. Boom, boom, boom. Hitting small waves as you go.
I'm pretty sure Arthur would be like a literal fish drug out of water. I'm spent.
Where's Lawrence at the moment? I want to know where Lawrence is at now.
Yeah. Filthy human.
Who was driving?
Currently, Peter Wicks is driving, and he's obfuscated.
Yeah.
So the boat's kind of driving
I'm probably,
itself.
as of right now, Lawrence is probably still hanging next to Zahra because A, ghouling, and B, with everything that just happened, she seems the most sensible.
Right.
Safety first.
First.
Yep.
All right, and as you continue up the river, you go past the church that you went past earlier, a couple of nights back, with the crucified victims outside the front of it. Did you take them all down, or just any of them down? I recall you taking.
We took them all down.
Took them all down.
Every single one of them.
Right.
It was a moment where Arthur, not to say forced, but
Right.
Zahra was like, "What the fuck?" We're wasting all this goddamn time. But at the same time, where did you find your fucking stabby?
In
True
the
that.
church.
Okay, so you go past the church. You go past the church that you saw, and the crucifix, the crucified victims are all gone now, because you took them down, and you continue heading up the river. And
Wait, did we pick up Arthur?
yeah,
Yes.
Peter put Arthur on the boat, didn't you? Or you guys
Yeah.
picked him up? Yeah.
Okay.
Where
Like,
we going?
Whoa. You're so loud.
Yeah,
Where
but-
we going?
So we had you
All of a
obfuscated
sudden-
on the back of the boat for a minute there, Barry, so it's all good. You didn't miss anything, though. So,
No, so all of a sudden that's why everybody's like, "What the fuck?"
so Peter appears and he's like, where are we going? Who
Right
answers?
now is.
And Lawrence, you know the answer to that.
We will be heading up to a dam in the mountains where I believe there may be some hint or information for a Scheherazade. And is that Loom Valley? Loam Valley?
No, that's a different thing. That's outside of
Okay.
the triangle, and that's your exit point if you have to.
Okay, that was the exit point. Okay.
I think so, unless I
I
got
look
that
at-
wrong.
I'm gonna look at Arthur. I'm gonna look at Arthur.
All right.
Just what the hell happened?
What?
I start poking you in the face.
What the fuck want of me? Like, what the fuck? Jesus. You're the fucking worst. You know that? You're the worst. Like,
It's a vampire hangover. He says, standing over.
In the distance through the jungle, you can see where the road comes kind of closest to the river, and you can see there's a old rusty gas station and some cars that look to be pretty much embedded in the jungle now.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but are we supposed to be going to look for this Scheherazade person?
I'm pretty sure that Zahra is looking for them.
I know.
And that seems to be our best hint so far, especially considering I seem to be. You guys weren't here for that. Some memories came to mind earlier. It seems I've been sent here as some sort of guide for a series of tests,
oh my god, I
though
don't know
they
what the
seem
fuck
to
it is,
be.
but this fucking mortal he's talking so loud.
And then I kind of poke at Arthur's forehead, like, no, really, is this a hangover? Ah! Stumbles backwards, falls on his ass.
Don't you dare start again, Arthur.
I shake my head in disappointment.
Arthur,
You said my,
what's wrong?
yeah, you said my name like I don't know how many fucking times since we left that fucking river. I'm like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you
What's
want?
up with you, man?
You brought me into this. No, she did. She brought me into fucking this. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Lawrence,
I didn't bring you into this.
Lawrence, as you're heading upriver, you get to a point where the river bends, and you see a another inlet coming into the river, and you know that is the turn you need to make.
He starts off without thinking about it, just kind of walking over to whoever is driving and almost kind of turning the wheel before he kind of shakes his head and goes, we have to go that way. Still turning the wheel.
I think I can drive. Thank you very much.
Yes, very good. We gotta go that way.
Yeah.
And then slowly walks back to Zahra.
All right.
And I sign, you are a robot.
Yeah. Arthur will be looking at Lawrence, kind of like one of these, like, I have had the worst fucking hangover ever, but you look awfully
Can I get perception alertness checks from everybody, please?
Excuse me.
Yes.
Peter's starting to think that this might be something that Missy planned just to get back at him for something. He's still trying to figure out what that something might be,
Right.
but it's beginning to look like...
Mercy doesn't need
Christmas.
reasons.
Yeah, precisely. That's my point.
You've got 4 on your perception alertness check, by the way, Peter. Everybody
Okay.
else, what do we get?
-1.
Nothing for
four
Zahra?
with 2 10s.
4 with 2 10s, Lawrence.
2 with 1 10.
2 with 1 10.
Are we supposed to point out the 10s?
Yeah. I'd like
Yes,
to know that.
because they're critical successes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Zahra, that was like nothing, was it? 0? Okay, so you're busy.
-1.
-1. Okay.
Yeah.
Zahra, you've noticed that there's a slug inside the boat, crawling along the inside of the wall of the.
I flick
canoe.
it.
You flick it. Okay, because splash. As she's doing that, the rest of you, you notice that in the
What,
distance,
did you want to drink from it out there?
on the shores, there are some shapes on either side of the river as you head into this new inlet. The river gets quite narrow for a moment, and then it widens out again, and you notice some structures on either side of the river as it begins to narrow. up
I
ahead.
look for a place to park the boat.
Okay, so you want to park before you get there?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Do you cut the engine or anything, or you...
Yeah, I let it float.
Okay, so you just drift into the reeds on the side of the river here.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay.
Do you lot see that? Over there.
I shake my head. Just
Yeah. Yes.
distracted.
What?
Peter, what are we looking at? What are we looking at?
There's some figures though, just down the way there.
Structures, not figures.
Eh?
Structures.
Structures. There's some structures.
So we got some. We got some fucking buildings over there. Like building. Like, what are we done? Like we're close to done. We should probably.
Arthur.
We should probably get to like.
I get down and kind of lift him up a bit so he
We,
can
we
look
should
around
probably
and
get
see.
to. We should probably get to. You know. You know. Sun's not good. Sun's not good.
Just Lawrence,
Sun's not-
just so you know,
sounds
your
like good for
mic's not
this.
very loud at the moment. I don't know whether you proximity or
Probably proximity.
I'm going to. Now,
Like,
this is what
Arthur
I'm.
is basically punch drunk at this point.
Is this any better?
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna obfuscate and check out those places. All right.
Yeah. You want me to fucking obfuscate and get down there? Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
you. Not,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
cover his mouth.
not you.
Just go over there and just silence him.
All right.
No.
I leave the boat
No.
and obfuscate when I get into the trees.
okay.
Oh,
so
and
you're
I
up-
see a hand in front of me, and there's wrist, and there's blood, and there's.
All right, Arthur.
All
So
right.
Peter,
and
you
I.
get off the boat. You start heading towards
Yeah.
the structures obfuscated in the trees.
Yep.
Okay, and as you start to approach, you see that it's a very old brick structure. It looks like like it might have been a health clinic or something 20, 30 years ago that was built by the government. But it looks very closed down, very run down. It's covered in plant matter and vines and leaves and so on and so forth. The windows appear to be broken and cracked. You can make a perception alertness check as you approach it, still obfuscated.
Yeah.
You think you hear voices speaking quietly in Spanish. Or possibly in a different language that's not Spanish.
I will go and have a look.
Okay. As you get closer, you can hear voices coming from inside the building. You can hear them through the broken glass of the window.
Okay. Have a look.
Okay. Well, looking inside, you can see that this place appears to be abandoned, but from your location, you can't see any people from outside the building. You would have to get inside the building to search it properly.
I'll go inside the building.
Okay, so you're going to climb through the broken glass, or are you going to...
No. I'll see if there's any other way to entrance this
To
building.
enter the building? Okay. Well, there's a front door, and there's a side door. The front doors are big glass doors, and they appear to be well broken, actually. They've been smashed open. But there is a van parked right out front of those doors. It's a big green van, opaque, no windows except for the front. The cab.
Okay.
Yep.
Does the van? Are we able to see the van, or just?
Just Peter. He's the one that's
Okay.
gone forward and around.
Anywhere, I'll go round it.
Around the van?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We can't see you, Barry.
Can't see your beautiful face.
It's just a forehead.
I'll go round it.
You go around it? Okay. Well, you go around it. You walk around the van. It's a van.
Okay.
It has a government license plate on it.
I go inside
All
the
right.
building.
Okay, so you creep inside the building, and you're still well obfuscated, so you're sneaking around.
Yeah.
The ground floor appears to be pretty much abandoned and looted. At some point, it's been looted.
Okay.
And as you search around, you find some stairs that go up and some other stairs that go down.
I'll go up first.
All right. When you get to the top, you get the second floor. Basically, is about half the size of the ground floor and only consists of a couple of rooms. One of them is a storeroom, one of them is a bathroom, and one of them is some sort of clinic. And the door to the clinic appears to be shut, but your hearing is telling you that's where the voices are coming from.
Okay. Door to the clinic is shut.
Then you hear the toilet in the bathroom flush.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't flush very well. You hear the dude, whoever it is, pressing it over and over again, trying to get it to flush.
Okay. Yep.
Then you hear rather poor running water, and somebody grunting something in another language, cursing basically.
Yeah.
Then the door from the bathroom opens, and this paramilitary dude comes out with a AK-47 slung from his shoulder and a gun at his hip and a cup of tea in one hand, and he kicks open the door into the clinic room, and you see about another 5 soldiers in there, and a group of them are sitting around playing cards. They have a radio and a few other bits and pieces. They have a bunch of weapons piled up in one corner, and there is a sniper overlooking the river. From the second floor window.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
That sniper has some kind of night vision goggles.
Okay. So, by my estimation, if we come down this river in a boat, the first thing he's going to see is us coming down the river in a boat.
Yep.
All right. I will.
Barry, you're also going to make another perception alertness check.
Oh, I want to look at the auras of these people.
That's a great idea. Okay, 3 successes. That's for the perception alertness check. Now we're going to make a perception and empathy check for your aura ring. Your aura ring. And that is perception and empathy. Empathy is way the fuck down. No, where is empathy? On this list. Why is it not?
Where is empathy?
Where is empathy? That somebody clip that. Okay, 2 successes. As you look around the room, Barry, because I'm being nice and I can't be bothered rolling 5 different sets of dice. Out of this group, 2 of them look like they're ghouls. The rest are humans. The other thing that you realize is that they're talking over radios intermittently, and they're talking about Alpha, Bravo, Delta, Gamma, and Omega teams.
He's muted.
So that's like
teams?
5 different teams that you can
5 different teams.
that you can
Okay.
count.
All right.
That's all you can gather from the radio, at least.
Okay. Make my way out the way I came in,
Yep.
because I know everything that's there,
Yep.
and go back to the others.
Okay, so you get back to the boat, and these guys, what have you been doing for the last 15 minutes?
We have been sitting on the boat waiting to hear back. I don't have a radio. That's them.
Right.
I'm just staring at Arthur.
Incidentally, if Peter Wicks was wearing the headset, it's fucked now, because it's been to the bottom of the river and back.
They don't
It's
make
not
them
in
like
his
these.
ear anymore.
Okay. Sorry?
As you say, it's fucked.
Yeah. Okay, so Peter comes walking back out of the bushes, out of the forest, unobfuscating, and appearing next to the boat.
Okay, if we go in that direction,
I don't need your judgment. I got enough from her. And I point my finger at Zahra.
all right. if we go in that direction, there are soldiers in the building and 2 ghouls. Okay? And one of them is gonna see us because there's a sniper in there also with night vision glasses.
Night vision.
Yep. How many did I see altogether?
You saw 5 altogether, and you counted them correctly. Yes, 5.
5
ghouls
together. And there are 5 teams in this area.
I say to Lawrence, do we have to go through here?
We have to go this direction, whether it's through water or not. I feel like is up for preference. We have to go this direction.
Lawrence, at this point, you can kind of pull out the map if you want and say, I think we're going to this point here.
And he would do that as he's been sitting here trying to piece everything together. That tidbit of information comes out, and before she even asks, he had already been trying to look at where they are on the map, figure things out, identify what the triangle is.
Right.
He usually does research stuff or gathering information.
Also, Lawrence, you're feeling this urge to write notes about the fact that Arthur is currently very unstable.
And he'd do that without even thinking about it, because notes is what lawyers do.
Right. Right.
So yeah, he's probably keeping a semi-journal on all of them without really thinking about it, just because we are interacting.
Can we, like, keep... Yeah.
Do you notice him taking notes?
Yeah, do we notice that?
Sure.
I mean, I have stuff all dice, but...
You can make a perception check. You can spend a willpower point to notice if you want.
Nah, it's fine.
No. Okay.
I don't think Zahra would care too much.
Peter and Arthur. I mean,
It's
Arthur probably...
He's just doing Arthur things.
Peter, you probably, of all people, would notice what he's up to, because you could sneak up behind him when he's not looking and see. So we'll make a perception alert.
Do more than that. Oh, look over his shoulder and see what he's writing.
Exactly. So you rolled 2 successes apparently for that. So yeah, you look over his shoulder and you see exactly what he's writing. Something about Arthur Crane, presently unstable, incident in river, has, you know, whatever. Lawrence, you can tell us what you're writing. Actually, that would make more sense than me telling you.
Most of it, I pretty much thought the same as you. They're almost like personal notes shorthand.
Yep.
Journal style entries, but typically without names and without location names. So
what does Peter learn about everyone?
In fact, you would be using operative numbers, operator numbers. So operator 417, or you know, your number was operator 718 when you met.
Yep, 718.
Yeah.
So I would be. What is Arthur's number?
His can be
69.
714.
420.
Do all of these people have operators?
Hey, 420. That's a great fucking number for me.
Yeah, why not? They would. They would. Yeah, we should give them numbers. Yeah.
Then you would see all of my notes saying made contact with operator numbers blah 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 at church. Yep. Again, wouldn't end up saying what the town's name or location is, but brief overview things from the time I met up with them up until now. I mean, he doesn't see all of that. There'd be previous pages.
Right.
But yeah, so.
But what he's writing right now is about Arthur.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you might see what would be the last note that you would have made about anybody.
Would have made a note about coming up the river. Zahra, I learned that Zahra was the sire of Arthur, so that would be noted.
Okay.
I would have noted the temperaments throughout the fight from earlier.
Okay. So you might see those things. That might be all, though. I wouldn't go too much further than that.
Well, I was gonna say, and I'm just writing about the current situation
Right.
and
Okay.
his
So
unstable.
does that help, Barry?
Hmm?
Yep. Okay. So
It confirms for Peter that they're probably being tested.
right. Or
Yeah.
punished. Tested or punished.
Yeah. Either way, he thinks he's being punished, and after tonight's events, he definitely thinks he's being punished.
We're going back the way that we came, man. We can't. We're going
I'm,
back. We're
I'm
going
thinking,
back.
I'm thinking to myself, am I Malkavian? Like, what happened? What happened to him? Did I do it wrong? Because I haven't made a child before. I've
Okay,
only seen it happen.
we're
with my
gonna.
parents.
Peter doesn't know what happened, does he? He doesn't seem to. Hasn't really. He wasn't present.
Is
Well,
there a
kind of
way we
lost.
can?
Lawrence or
Oh, I'm not sure.
No, Peter was above driving the boat.
Right.
I was dying in the hold.
Right.
Blood everywhere, like bleeding out. And there was you had that the clock ticker.
Right. I remember that. No, I'm not.
yeah.
Don't want to get too sidetracked. So, what are you
Okay,
guys going to do?
we're
You're in the
gonna-
boat.
I got a plan. Let's pick up the boat, go round them, and then put the boat back in the water once we're round them, after we're past them. How about that?
Who you asking?
You guys, all of you.
Oh, don't ask me right now. Like honestly, like Arthur isn't a Arthur Matthew transitionary like
So,
I'll just go and do it. I'll do what you say,
yeah,
Peter.
I'm going to roll perception and empathy
please.
for Peter.
Please.
I was gonna say, I'm also looking at a map. Can I see if there are any alternate routes, woodland?
Well, there is a road that would take you up into the mountains. You don't know whether it would take you to the right location, but it would certainly bypass this checkpoint and these soldiers here. But
No.
you would need a vehicle, obviously, for the road.
I thought if we could go round the building in a long ray and then
That's it.
Just carry
cross
the,
over and
Yep.
go into the river and continue from there. Okay, somebody grab the other side of this thing because I'm not lifting it by myself. Okay.
Lawrence goes to begin to, and then realizes he's kind of weak in this company.
Well,
How long will the blood infusion last upriver?
blood diffusion. I don't know, a couple of hours till you burn it. Really,
So I can continue just burning blood.
you can
And I will
continue what?
conti- Well, Arthur doesn't know or understand how to maintain blood efficiency.
Right.
So it's like, okay, we're getting out of boat needs to move, things need to move. We're okay, yeah, it's fine. I pick up boat. I expend blood to,
Right.
like, he's basically burning blood
And then
for no reason,
right.
just to maintain.
Right. He's trying to
So-
stay fully buffed all the time.
Correct.
Okay.
So he's already met an opposition that is non-intellectual, that obviously is just foreign to him. Like, I have just been run over. I've been smashed. I have been just destroyed in so many in so many ways that are physical.
Yeah.
So he's going to try to take all the blood he has drained, and he's going to dump it into his physical stats as long as he possibly can.
Okay. All right. Well, with that in mind, you find it easy enough to carry the boat, and you carry it a fairly long way around. I expect. Would that be true?
Yes,
In order to
yes,
avoid any
exactly.
kind of trolls or sightings or what have you.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much
and,
blood do I need to take off?
you will probably
All of it.
ultimately need to remove another 3 or 4 blood. Maybe we'll say 5 because it's a little way. A couple of scenes worth of blood.
Okay, easy.
And you put the boat back in the water all the way around the other side. Yeah.
Zara's using Lawrence as a crutch right now. She's
Okay.
so pained. So
As you
I hop on your back. Let's go.
as you walk all the way around the outside of
So, like-
this
But
medical
you're
center.
Yeah,
holding
I
the
mean,
briefcase.
Okay.
like literally, Arthur is in a robot mode right now. He lifts.
Hey, he's
he
Lawrence.
moves.
Right. He's
Two
Lawrence.
robots.
2 robots. All right.
He drops.
Can I get perception alertness checks? from-
Something breaks. He heals. It's just reflexive at this point.
I got one.
You got one.
Yay!
Excellent. Okay, and Peter,
Woo!
you get on your perception alertness. Dun, 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 drum roll, please.
Also a 1.
Also,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I have been
We all
remembering
got
to
one.
change my
Peter
dice
gets
pool.
4 successes on this. So, Peter, you hear the sound of a vehicle on the road a few hundred meters from where you are at the river, with placing the boat back in the water.
Okay, right. I say there's a vehicle coming. Quick, let's put it in the river and get going.
You are aware that getting going
Put the
means
car in
starting
the
the
river.
engine, and that's going to be loud.
We don't have oars.
Do you have oars? Yeah, there are oars in the bottom of the boat. Yep.
Okay, we'll take out the oars and we'll row very slowly away.
Okay. All right.
Or
And
really fast because it's out there.
right, so you
Makes
row
just
back
as
out.
much noise as an engine.
Right, thanks. Yay. All right, so you're back out on the river, rowing back up against the stream at the moment. So it's hard going, rowing in this direction, and to keep it quiet and slow.
Yep.
Okay, but you do it, and Arthur, of course, is pumped up the wazoo. So he's like, his veins are bursting at the seams right now. You can see the veins in his temples and all of his arteries sticking out like Arnold Schwarzenegger on a, in the middle of competition. So thusly, you head up the river. How hungry are you now, Arthur? Getting hungry. 5 down.
Not even
Not
close.
even close. Lawrence, you don't get hungry, but you do get hungry. You get human hungry. And probably you're getting starving at this point. You must be starving
Yeah.
like hell.
I meant to ask if we had grabbed any of the food rations from the other boat. I don't remember.
I did say that. I did say it.
Yeah.
Food
Because
ration?
we threw everything that we could into the
Yeah.
body bags
Okay.
and ran.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good then. So you can open up one of the body bags and start looking
Big
for
one.
food rations if you wish. And it
I
is getting
would wish.
late now. It's getting close to daylight, and the first signs of daylight are beginning to appear on the horizon. You've got about an hour, you would say, before sunlight breaks.
We'll stop someplace where we can hide the boat really good, really bushy, really,
Okay.
and we'll all work on hiding it together, and then we'll get under something, the tarpaulin.
All right. So about half an hour later, you find yourselves parked up in the roots of the mangrove swamp beneath some really big trees, listening to the birds beginning to wake up and make their calls before sunrise. And you've found a space where you can pull the boat up off the river, but you're still kind of surrounded by mud and river itself. Water kind of surrounds you. You're on a little island with a big ass tree on it, if that makes sense. Atrax is dead just over there. Atrax?
Artax.
Artax, that's the name I'm trying to remember. Artax. The horse. Never-ending story.
Ah, I still have yet to see it.
This is my luck dragon thing.
You're tearing me up, man. You're tearing me up. Like, God damn it.
God damn it. God damn it, Maverick. Okay,
Yeah.
so...
And then comes up Mogra.
All right, stop. You are in your boat. You're setting up to go to sleep. Everybody is pretty much going to go comatose as the sun rises, except for Lawrence.
I tell Lawrence, look after us.
Oh boy.
But
Here,
where are we stopping? Like, I mean,
See, if I'd thought
Arthur is
about it more, I
not
should have slept on the way.
Arthur is not well right now. He's not
Really?
hungry, but
so I was
you're
ignoring
telling,
him.
and
Okay,
I'm
so
Zahra is like,
Lawrence will find a place to post up. Go on.
Sorry,
Well,
what?
But
I
what?
was saying
pointing at
Lawrence will find a
Lawrence.
place to post up to watch, but I didn't mean to cut off Arthur. I was telling him to go on.
Oh,
No,
we
I was
pulled it
being.
up, haven't we already?
yeah, you've
Yeah, we
pulled the boat
did,
up
and
out
we're
of the water.
parked, and I'm being disrespectful to Zahra by patting her on the head, and pointing at at Lawrence, like, really?
I just push you off me. You go to
Lawrence,
sleep.
Lawrence, you know how to use the gun?
Yes.
All right.
No, but yes.
What do you mean, no, but yes?
I've only had to deal with guns, firearms, in emergency situations, and haven't gone through formal training, but I know point and shoot.
Well, this is an emergency situation. You look through there, you shoot there, and you hope you hit something. But
Sounds perfect.
hopefully everything's covered up, so I'll leave it to you.
Point and click.
And right, point and click. He'll probably sit down at that point and start fiddling with the weapon to kind of get used to how it feels and whatnot, as if he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Okay, all right. And Peter, do you give any instructions on how to use this particular weapon before you hit the?
Oh
hammer?
yeah. I give him instructions.
All right.
You know.
Lawrence, you can have an experience point towards firearms.
I observe,
Now, when you
but
shoot,
don't interject.
Okay.
when you shoot, Lawrence,
You
do
shoot
it.
Lawrence.
Shoot, Lawrence.
Do it in bursts. Don't do it all in one fell swoop. All right. You can do this and this, and he shows him. Wow. Oh, sorry, I saw the dog. Yeah. You can do this and this. Now, if you click this, you'll get a single shot. If you do this, you'll get more than a single shot. All right.
Okay.
All right. And
Okay.
for God's sake, whatever you're shooting at, don't miss.
So you guys eventually get so tired that you start to drift off, and you have to zip up your body bags and sleep. And Lawrence, you get the first bit of peace you've had for the last 24 hours. And what do you want to do during the day?
Considering I'm still in rather unfamiliar territory-ish, he'd probably still continue studying the map and trying to figure out what these pieces of information that keeps coming to mind mean,
Right.
and trying to almost think of the times that the memories came up, and if there were any specific words or anything, like when vampire came to mind, and
Right.
I knew about them.
Can you make for me a wits and occult roll? Please. Greetings, CWMVE. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry, 94. I'm going to take a shot, though. Kawumvat. I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
One success.
Someone's going to tell me. Hopefully,
Russell,
in a moment. Yes, Peter. Barry.
I also have a question to ask you.
Yes.
When I took the blood of that vampire before way back,
Yeah.
did
He gave me
he
3
give me
blood
any
points.
memories that can help us?
Not that you know of, no. But Lawrence, what was your question? Your
Peter had given me 3 blood points previously
3 blood points previously.
to try to help heal me up, but we were in an emergency situation and I don't really know what to do with these.
I think that was me that did.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, because that's how I'm
Well,
Yes,
you
yes.
can heal a non-aggravated wound for 1 point of blood, basically. So if you were
Oh,
wounded, then
never mind. Mine are aggravated.
they are aggravated. You can't be
I'm pretty
aggravated.
sure.
You're a human. If you take aggravated damage, you will die.
Oh,
So they
what
won't.
did I
like,
get hit by?
They wouldn't be
I'm pretty sure
aggravated.
all damage. There's no superficial damage
Yeah,
for humans,
basically
so
all
it's
damage
all aggravated.
is aggravated. That's right.
Hmm.
So don't worry too much about that.
Just don't get a lot of it. Easy.
Just don't get a lot of it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I still have 4 empty boxes. I'm good. I'm
He
good.
was assaulted in the hall. He moved into the main room. He was thrown out of window, landed
It's
on
the
bare
window,
pavement.
yes.
The movement across the
Funny.
street to the boathouse, that's where he took the most amount of damage. But yeah, it was all just basic damage.
Fair
Okay.
enough. Okay.
I was just asking because I wasn't sure about the blood points. Go on.
Eidetic memory. Sorry.
All right. Well, Lawrence, during the day, whilst you are by yourself, you practice a bit with the gun. You study the map. You rack your brains to remember anything that you can from the past. Can you make a perception alertness check?
Of course. -1. No, that's not mine. Adding -1. 1 success.
I didn't make that one. 1 success. As you're sitting, I'm assuming you're still sitting in the boat pretty much all day, with the occasional sort of take a pee off the side kind of a deal.
Very short jaunt into the woods within sight.
Right. Well, while you're taking a pee in the woods, you hear somebody crying in the distance through the trees.
I'm going to go over and shake Arthur, since he seems to be the least hurt.
Okay.
Arthur.
You, as yeah. Okay. All right. You shake Arthur.
Oh, right, daytime.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. Arthur's not moving. He's dead to the
No.
world.
And even if he wasn't.
I mean, you would realize that before leaving the tree to go back to Arthur. I would
Right,
think.
right. That's kind of what I was like. Oh, he would have the gun on him, so he is going to try to sneak closer, staying as quiet as possible, so he can at least see what it is before it sees him.
Okay. As you're approaching, you see there's a young child sitting down on a rock with their head in their hands, sobbing.
He's going to watch for a little bit longer and kind of look around to see if there's any indication of where this child may have come from
Okay.
before approaching them.
You can't say for sure, but you get the impression they came from further up, out of the beyond the forest, past the road, somewhere up there maybe. In fact, during the day you can see quite a lot further. What did you roll for your perception alertness check? Did I ask you?
1.
For? 1 success.
Oh,
1. Yeah, I'm afraid you can't tell. Yeah, you don't know where they came from. But they look like a local kid. As you move around this child, you realize that one of their arms is missing.
Does it seem fresh?
It seems recent but not fresh.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and approach the child, and I'll call out quietly, "Are you okay?" And just kind of to prod to see if I can get them to say something, identify their language.
Okay. Do you want to make a persuasion check? What'd you get?
I haven't. Performance. Where is? I'm not seeing.
You're not seeing what you rolled.
No. It's not that I'm not seeing what I'm rolling. I'm not finding persuasion.
You're not finding persuasion. Ah.
Persuasion doesn't exist.
So I tricked you.
Ah,
I tricked you.
silly,
Ma-
silly.
We'll make it
rascal.
empathy then.
Empathy, and that would be perception, empathy, or
Unless
intelligence.
is there performance on that list?
Performances.
Okay, we'll have performance then.
Okay. And performance would be under what? Dexterity? No. Manipulation. Shush.
Yeah, manipulation works, or charisma, one of those two.
Charisma
I'm not going
performance,
to.
yeah.
It's -1. -1 successes.
Negative
With
one
2 1s.
with 2 1s. Okay, the boy sits up,
Spoken
sees
like a true
you.
lawyer.
He sees you, and he stumbles back 2 steps, trips over, and gets knocked out as he falls and hits his head on a rock.
Oh joy! While I'm carrying a gun. Leave the child there. Return to the boat. No. Lawrence is going to check on the child to make sure that it is not, super wounded. See its condition.
He is bleeding, and if you don't get him medical attention immediately, he may, suffer from concussion and not wake up, coma or something like that.
I do not have anything with. I've got 1 point in medicine. I'm going to pick the child up. Can I try one more time to see which?
You gonna make an intelligence and medicine check?
Sure.
All right.
I was going to gun it for his village, but yeah, that sounds better. Intelligence.
Greetings, the Crazy Willie. Welcome. It's good to see you back.
Oh, this is going to be so great if I roll another negative.
Another negative? Yeah, that would be interesting.
+1 success. Haha.
One success. One success. Okay. Well, you sitting him upright seems to help a little bit. He kind of passes back in and out of consciousness for a moment, bleeding profusely. You think that perhaps you need to put some kind of tight bandage or tourniquet on him.
Well, yeah.
But you don't have any cloth or material. I mean, you've got your clothes.
Probably would do either a shirt or look around to see if there's any of the thicker leaves that you can.
Right. You can make a wits and investigation check if you like. Excuse me. Ooh. The Crazy Willie's rolling d20s in the chat stream.
3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, you find the perfect tourniquet and you tie it up on this boy, and after a while he comes back to consciousness, just kind of vaguely.
Hey, can you see me okay? Buddy.
What? Where? Who are you? Who are
Oh,
you?
good. You speak Spanish.
Yes, Espanol. On little.
No, I mean, is he speaking Spanish?
Is he speaking Spanish? He is speaking broken Spanish with something else.
Okay.
You don't know what it is. You could make it a.
I would want to.
Wits and linguistics check might answer that question.
I forgot there was linguistics. I'm at least glad that I've gotten away from my first time walking away from the party. I kill a child. 0 success.
0 successes. Yeah, you didn't do that. That's good. That's always good when you don't kill a child on your first wander away from the party. Okay.
4-8. Don't split the party. I'll be right back, guys. And kids dead.
No, you don't know what language he speaks, but it's partly Spanish. It's partly something else. Maybe it's a local dialect or something like that. And he just looks at you.
Hey, where are you from? We should probably get you back to your
He grabs your hand.
family.
He grabs your hand. El diablo. El diablo.
Where?
Over there.
Oh boy. Slowly turns around to the direction the child is facing.
And he's pointing up into the trees, up into the bush, up into the distance.
Okay, good. Thought I was about to get clobbered.
It's tempting, but no.
Right. I didn't even get a check to see if I could hear it, though past says he'd be blind. Look up into the trees with the gun at my side, not aimed up yet. He's
All right, so just
not
at
aware
your
there's
hip.
a threat.
You got this
Right.
AK-47 at your hip as you look up into the trees, and looking up through the trees, you don't see anything immediately, anything particular. He grabs your hand again with his one remaining arm. He says, Hacienda. Hacienda. Mi hacienda.
Okay. And then I start to follow him. I'm not sure.
He grabs you and pushes you in front of him and walks behind you.
I do not fight him. I continue to walk in the direction that he leads me.
All right. He takes you to...
While
Yeah?
watching my surroundings.
While watching your surroundings carefully, okay. In the distance, at one point, you hear a vehicle on the road a few hundred meters away, and you can hear some...
Scoop the child up and get off the road.
Yep. You're not on the road anyway. You're in the bush, so don't worry.
Okay.
You're in the foliage, in the forest, in the jungle itself. You're not on the road. You can hear the road. You can see it if a car goes past, and you do see a vehicle, an armored vehicle, drive past, heading back towards the city, the town that you came from earlier. Originally where you met these guys. And as you continue, the boy takes you to a village, and arriving at this village, you realize that pretty much everybody here has been... all the people that are here have been dismembered somehow.
Oh.
Some of them are alive.
Well, change of plans. I was going to get back to the village and be like, okay, cool, I walked you back. I need to get back to protecting people.
Right.
But crap, now there are living people with missing limbs.
Yeah, and they are in shock.
Honestly, no. I'm picking this kid up and heading back to the boat, because though there may be some people still alive, whatever's happening here is well beyond my pay grade. With a gun I'm unfamiliar with. Let's go back, child. You at least seem to not be actively bleeding.
Right.
I'm out. Lawrence is gone. He's heading back to the boat with this child in his arms.
All right. Okay.
Nope.
You're pulling a mercy. You've adopted a kid. Well done.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Oh no. Oh dear. This can
I haven't
only
even
go.
changed yet.
This can only
Building my family before I can.
What am I
Well,
gonna
you
do?
know, you are a lawyer. Oh, shit. I didn't say that, did I?
All right, so Lawrence,
Oh,
you get
yeah.
back to the boat. You get back to the long canoe that you have that's wrapped up in tarpaulins and what have you currently, and netted over the top of with leaves and so on, and camouflage. Sitting there in the mud under the mangroves, beneath the trees, on the edge of this very muddy river. In the distance, you can see the fish jumping in the river, and you can hear the mosquitoes buzzing around you, and flies. Various other insects and creatures move through this place, including more snakes. In fact, at one point while you're sitting there, you see a snake moving along one of the branches that's overhanging your boat, and it's kind of slithering around the branch above you, and you and the boy are sitting in the boat, and this kid's clearly still in shock.
Have I noticed the snake?
You've noticed the snake, yeah. Otherwise I wouldn't have told you about it.
Well, yeah, true. But does it seem to be anywhere within striking distance of us just yet?
Well, it's about 30 feet, 20, 30 feet above you on a branch, coiled around a branch above you.
Okay, I would like to
Looking
set
at
the
you.
AK down and pull out the pistol that I'd gotten earlier,
Yeah.
as well as the knife that I got from Mercy, and try to use the sun's reflection at the snake to intimidate it away.
Wow, that's some survival level shit. That's high level fucking wow. Okay. Can you make a dexterity and survival check, please? That's ingenious.
If it works.
If it works.
If it works.
Would you like to spend a willpower point?
Am I able to do that after I fail?
Actually, the Crazy Willy had redeemed a sit DC, which means that
Oh, true.
like he could,
They set
or
the
she,
DC.
they can
Or she.
decide
What did I
the
say?
difficulty
The difficulty. Okay.
if
So
they respond.
all right, so what's the difficulty for this next? So in terms of successes, if you know how the Vampire the Masquerade first edition, second edition rules work, tell us. It's not a D20 system, so we need a number in terms of how many how many successes rather, and a number as to what the difficulty is. I would have made this difficulty about 2 successes, with a standard difficulty of 6. So, if you want to adjust that at all, the Crazy Willy, you've bought the option to lower it or make it 4 and 7. So the difficulty is going to be 7, and the number of successes is 4.
All right.
God
I'm
damn.
going to
That's
reroll this
Whoa!
with a negative.
He doesn't
I love that.
want to see you succeed at this.
No, they did not.
Does not
Let's
want
go.
to see you succeed at this.
1 mod, difficulty
go.
of
That's just
7.
mean, dude.
I got
Me.
2 successes, one of them being a 10. Can I use 2 willpower?
No. Can always win.
I'm not going to steal your willpower, but what I will say is you have a kind of success. The sort of success where you irritate the snake to the point that it drops from the branch down into the boat. And it kind of coils up there for a moment. And it's sort of getting its bearings now.
While it's getting its bearings,
It's laying on top of Zahra's corpse and her body bag. Just plopped on top of her body bag right now.
okay, that changes nothing for what I was going to say, because I didn't want to shoot at the boat anyway. I was going to say, while it's gaining its bearings, I'd like to lower myself against the ground to try to get an angle on it,
Okay,
to where when I fire...
Are you in the boat or outside the boat? I assumed you were sitting in the boat, just by the way.
I had also assumed we were sitting in the boat, but
Okay,
since the boat
cool.
is, you guys had said mostly flat with no kind of roof or anything, if
Yeah,
it's on the boat,
It's a
I can just
U-shaped
about lay
floor.
down and try to get an angle to where if I miss, it's not hitting our boat.
Right, so you're going to try and hit the snake without hitting the boat and without hitting Zahra, although that's not so much the priority as the boat.
Zahra's less the... I mean, yes, but I know that she's able to recover and take it like a champ. I'm not going to do anything to her with this gun.
I'm
That
trying to
I'm
imagine
aware
the
of.
geometry in my head of Zahra on the floor of the boat, the snake on top of Zahra, and you trying to get an angle that's not going to hit the side of the boat. And I can't see that geometry easily.
Zahra?
On my phone.
Snake?
Uh.
I lay down.
You would have to
Try to
lay
shoot.
down. But then the problem is that the wall of the boat sticks up above
It's too
Zahra.
high.
You see?
All right.
It's basically a drafted canoe.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, the most logical thing next would be to swing the weapons body bag at it, because shooting's a bad idea.
The weapons
And,
body bag at it. So you've
Yeah,
got a
body bag
full
full
of
of weapons. Just
body bag
Okay.
full of weapons.
Yeah, I thought for a second they were taking somebody's corpse and throwing it at somebody else's corpse.
That's what
I
I
was
thought. You were
just
doing
like,
too.
wow, dude.
I mean,
yeah, I'm just gonna pick up Arthur and smash it in between him and Zahra.
That would be rather poetic.
you know,
but-
you are aware that there is at least one machete in that bag. I'm pretty sure Peter collected a machete at one point.
Yeah, but I feel like the swinging of the body bag may leave me vulnerable after the swing, but if I connect, it'll at least get it away from us. It might be harder to actually hit it without getting struck using a knife or a machete,
Right.
especially with how quick they are.
All
If
right.
I miss this bag, I'm screwed.
All right. So you want to make a dexterity and brawl or melee attack. Dexterity and melee.
And
Difficulty is
they
gonna
have
be
some of
8.
the most poisonous snakes in the world.
That's why I'm trying to get it away from us and not engage in active combat. Difficulty 6.
Yep.
1 success.
One success. Okay, well, you bring the bag down, kind of on it, and it recoils somewhat, but then it immediately slithers over and around the bag and attempts to strike at you. So you can make a dex and dodge check.
I didn't get to Happy Gilmore, guys. What am I doing now?
Dex and dodge.
Dex and dodge. Dex, dodge, damage, dodge. 1 success.
One success. Well, that is enough, because as it happens, this snake failed quite badly and misses you and smacks its head on the wall of the boat. And sort of seems a bit stunned for a moment. And in that moment where it's stunned, the little boy sitting next to you reaches out with a 10 and a 9 and a 6 and grabs it
And
round
just
the
grabs
throat.
it.
Just grabs its
I
head.
knew it.
And then he reaches up and breaks its neck and throws it into the water.
What a badass.
You should have sired him.
Right.
Right.
I'm
Okay.
contemplating it.
Now,
This is the most badass one-armed child ever.
Lawrence, for the rest of the day, this boy, he spends...
How did the kid break its neck with just one hand?
That's why I pointed out that it had one hand, but I wasn't going to ask.
I love that.
You bite me, I bite back.
under his arm, I don't know. This, I could kill you 100 ways with just this cutlery on the table. Okay, so, anyway. You guys eventually will wake up, but between now and then, this boy spends that time trying to convince you, Lawrence, in his broken Spanish, to go back to the village and save his people. Does that gain any empathy with you, or do you say anything in response to that?
Probably after about a half an hour of his begging, I kind of break down. We lost the foliage tarp.
Oh, yeah.
Also, the boy...
I'll tell the child.
Yep.
I'll tell the child, help me hide all of this, and we'll head back. And I start trying to grab large leaves and such to put over the boat and the sleeping body bags in the boat.
All right. Apparently, he knows quite a lot about the foliage around here, and he finds you
I
some
hope so.
really useful big-ass leaves, big palm leaves and things, which you're able to use to great efficacy. And thusly, you hide your boat. You
I would probably also leave some sort of note with Zahra's bag.
Okay.
I'm really considering, siring this badass kid.
Right,
Like,
right.
Jesus.
But you know
If
nothing
you
about
don't, I
helpful.
will. I've
And
adopted
I will
this kid.
look after him as if he was my own kid,
Of course you
and not like Nini, but as in with
Mhm.
more Tinder loving care than I do with Arthur.
Yeah, yeah, you know what? Arthur would just stake you. You know, that's it. Like, fuck you. He suffered enough trauma. I don't need more.
So
Mhm.
as we start making our way back towards the village, I would take out the non-mercy knife that I had previously and
Okay.
give that to the child because he
Alright.
doesn't seem to be carrying a weapon himself at the moment.
No. Okay, so you head back to the
And then
village.
I ready my AK-47 and pistol.
All right. And as you get there, you realize that some of the people that had been severely hurt before by now are dead.
Yes.
In fact, a great deal of them, few of them have survived. And the boy is saying, he lists off a bunch of names, and you get the impression he's asking people, where is so and so? Where is so and so? Where is Juan? Where is Marco? Where is Krista? Where is Sylvia? Where is Franco? And the answer that he's getting is they took them.
I ask around, where did you see where they may have taken them? Would anyone know what has been going on, why this is going on?
They say that you get one response from all of this is they say the bowl. They're going to the bowl.
Would that happen to be a lake? I asked them.
You don't get the impression that's what they think. No, it's the name of some place, and they speak of it with fear.
Okay. Whereabouts would I find it? And I try to make like a makeshift map in the sand. I did not bring the map.
All right, can you make a wits and investigation check, please? There is a solar eclipse, indeed.
Wits investigation, you said?
Wits and investigation. What you get?
Got a
What you get?
-1 it.
It's warm tonight.
One success.
One success.
I'm getting a lot of ones. Oh, and it's a 10. No, wait, no, sorry.
Oof.
1 and a 10 canceled each other. I got a 6.
Okay. You find somebody in the village. There's an old lady who's managed to survive
Willpower,
this
or
attack. What'd you say?
add a willpower for a better success.
Okay, all right.
This is important information I need.
Yeah, you find an old lady who's she's obviously not going to survive for long, and she's shaking and shivering as her body is shutting down from blood loss and trauma and shock. And in her last few moments and few breaths, you learn that this place, she says, it is in the mountains. It is between the two peaks. There is a place they call the dish, the bowl. The hunters speak of it. I've not seen it myself.
You've not seen it yourself. What do the hunters tend to say about?
is-
I'm trying to nurse her wounds while asking her questions,
She-
knowing that she won't last.
She grabs your hand and she says, "That is where El Diablo lives." And the look of terror on her face, and then she passes away and her eyes go blank and she fades out.
And I slowly cover the eyes of the child who's been walking past corpses the entire time. I make a round around the village and do what I can to help anyone who still seems to have a chance of surviving.
Okay, do you want to make
Those who-
5 wits and medicine checks for me, please?
5 wits and medicines, all at -1.
You just want to
Oh,
play a
with a
human so you can
-1.
get twice as much game time as everybody else, don't you? I know.
Yes.
I know how this
yes.
works.
I was thinking just earlier that I think I typed that wrong. I was thinking just a moment ago
Yeah.
that every time Lawrence has a moment away from all of the vampires,
Yeah.
he always ends up with a child.
That is true.
That's true,
I
yeah. The
noticed
maybe
that as
situation.
well. You're quite
First
right.
one is a 0.
What'd you get?
0 on 0 on the first 2.
Ooh, okay, so they
Wits
die.
and medicine, right?
Wits
Not
and-
intelligence medicine.
I mean, I'm saying wits and medicine because you're having to be on the ball. You're having to. It's not investigative. It's a matter of do this quickly, and there's a certain amount of heuristics and not body knowledge but intuition involved. Do you know what I mean?
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, you saved the
That's
next
number
one.
3.
That's Uncle Hector. You've saved.
2 successes on the 4th.
Okay, and Esteban, he's alive. Last one.
Hey, Esteban.
Yeah. Now it's Auntie Krista.
Oh, don't tell me their names before I roll. Auntie Krista died. She got a 0.
Auntie
You
Krista.
did this.
I killed Auntie Krista. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You killed Auntie Krista.
And around about this time is about when it starts getting dark.
Okay. As the sun starts going down, I turn to the child and ask if he saw or found any of his family here.
Yeah, he has, and he thanks you for the help and for helping them survive. But at
And
some
then I'm
point,
going to tell their parents
one of the
that,
people, yeah, one of the
then I'm
people
going
that,
to tell.
one of the people that you save, Esteban, he looks over to you and he says, "Do you speak Spanish?"
See.
See, he says, "Thank you. Not everyone here will be speaking all Spanish. We speak the local tongue here called it has a name, and I'm going to tell you what it is in a second. And it starts with G. I think it's Guarani. That's it, Guarani. They speak Guarani, and their local flavored Spanish is full of Guarani dialect as well. I have to thank you for what you've done, but you are in grave danger, sir. Whoever you are, you cannot come here and try to survive. They will catch you. Do you understand the danger that you're in?
Regardless of the danger that I am in, I am here on very important business and personal business. No, I'm not willing to talk about it. However,
No, you don't
I
understand.
must ask you, sir.
They'll
I must
kill
ask you. If I am to try to do anything about this El Diablo or the Bull, I'm going to need someone knowledgeable in the land, able to handle themselves. I want that child.
You cannot take the child. Take me. Take me. I will help you.
I didn't witness you grab a venomous snake and snap its neck in front of my face with one arm. Don't know how it did it. He just kind of held it up and said, and it was, I want that child.
You're a fucker.
Oh god, that's so funny.
I'm
If
sorry,
adoption
sir.
worked this
I
way,
cannot allow this. It is against all kinds of everything, our traditions, our families, nothing. You cannot take a child for this. No.
You
no,
say
no,
that,
cannot.
and I do understand, but you're standing in front of me with one leg bleeding.
Take me. I can help you.
Who here has limbs enough to aid me?
I can walk.
Child can walk, and he's knowledgeable about the land.
You get my nephew killed, I will kill you. Believe me.
I understand. I wholeheartedly understand.
No,
He
no,
will
you
not come
can't
to any
take it.
more danger. He will not come to any more danger with me than he will living here.
We have to take him away.
Why?
They're gonna come back.
Yes. And I am hoping that, along with the friends that I have, again,
Wait, you have.
I'm
you have
looking to
friends.
take care of.
Who are you
this
here
issue.
with? Are you from the Americans? They send you. You're CIA.
Huh. No, there's no way I'd be working with those pretentious cucks.
I know what you're looking for. You're looking for the cocoa.
It's so funny.
Coco.
cocaine. Yeah. That's what you're looking for here, right? You're one of those...
I won't say no.
Well, there is a lot of it here. If it's what
But
you
no,
want.
that's not why I'm here. I find recently that cocaine just doesn't quite do it for me anymore.
It's getting dark.
Which is why I need to go now. Please, fetch me the child.
You cannot take this boy. I'm so sorry. No, wait, no, you cannot. You cannot come here and do this. Who do you think you are?
I think I am currently the only person willing and able to aid you in any way right now with the problem that you're facing.
But not
And
without
if
child,
I walk
no.
away,
You cannot take
who would
Marco.
be here to help?
No, not Marco.
Stop leaning on the wall, stand up straight, and say it again.
What is wrong with you? Not Marco. You can't take him. No. He's
Okay.
a child. Are you out
else?
of your fucking mind?
Who else do you have here that is as agile,
Anybody.
as knowledgeable,
Anybody. But you can't
as
do this.
capable, with a small frame who can duck out of the way of danger easily?
What's your humanity?
My
It better be
humanity is at
low.
4, and I'm about to steal this child.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see where this is going.
Mercy
God,
would be
you're
so
a-
proud.
Awesome
proud.
lawyer.
I haven't gotten a single check for persuading anything. It's just
That's true.
hard line no, so I'm just gonna take him. Debating doesn't work, so who has the gun?
You want to make... Oh, you're pointing the gun at him, are you?
No.
You're not. Okay, but,
I've just been.
but you do have a
The
gun.
gun's still at
You're-
my. I have a gun, but I haven't
He's
done
brandishing.
anything threatening with it.
Right. He says, you don't understand. I know Maria, this boy's mother. She will go insane if you do this. It's not possible. And the boy turns and he says, no, Maria, my mother is dead.
There are corpses everywhere, sir. Everyone here just went through something extremely awful. If there is a single person in this little village left sane,
I don't care anymore.
I'll eat my shoe.
Take the fucking boy, then. I don't care anymore.
Hayop. And walk off.
All right, so you take the boy and you hike him back to the camp. All right.
I never asked him if he wanted to come. No, you are capable. You are our guide now. Let's go, child.
He's just kind of mouth open, kind of shocked and surprised. Okay, so you figured out his name is Marco.
Yes, I did.
All right, and you get back to the boat, and around about this time, your fellow friends are waking up in your bags.
I did want to do one last thing before getting back to the others. Stop at the side of the running river to check on his wound and wash it up to make sure it's not like bloody.
You're
Go
talking about
into a boat full of vampires.
the boy's wound?
Yeah, when he fell over and knocked his head and
Right.
got a concussion, and now one of his pupils are all super huge. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Right, fair enough. Can you make a intelligence and medicine check?
Haha, I can take my time with this
Mix
one.
it up a little bit more.
-1. And enter.
Hope we had to play with Mimi.
4
It's gonna be
successes.
so cute.
Okay, you tidy the boy up, you clean him up, good.
Yeah.
And
Because
you
the
get him
last
back.
thing I need after stealing you is for you to get eaten. I'm still trying to avoid that. Get back. Hey guys, I brought a juice box.
Eat this, but don't eat me. This is when you begin to
Now that he's all
realize
cleaned up, I will take him
how,
to the boat.
how Machiavellian is Vampire the Masquerade. You know. Okay, so you guys start to wake up, and you begin to, I don't know, whoever unzips their bag first, who's it going to be?
Obfuscate.
Peter's
I'm,
obfuscated.
I'm
Right.
getting out of here.
Zahra unzips.
These things are stuffy, yeah.
You come into your bag, and Lawrence is sitting there with a boy, with one arm
And a map.
and
And a map. I'm asking him questions about. He's still a guide.
I'm like half in my body bag and just like pointing to him.
And this boy looks dazed, confused, stressed, injured, shocked.
Zahra, yes. No, there's a village up the way that's been attacked by whom they seem to call El Diablo, and there are numerous people there missing limbs and seemingly being played with almost for sport. They say that they are holed up in a place called the Bowl or Dish up between the mountains of the Twin Peaks. And I'm not entirely sure if it's at all connected to what we have currently going on, but this kid seems to know the area pretty well, and he's able to hold himself as far as snakes go. So we've got a guy.
I'm just like, yeah, okay, with my hand signals. I hop out of the body bag. I go to the human foods.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna like sneakily put some like blood into it. And I'm going to give it both to you, Lawrence, and to little boy,
Okay.
Boy Chan,
Nice.
because like this is your pet now. You can look after it, but it's gonna die if we don't do something. So, yeah.
All right.
Arigato, Ani-chan.
After you're waking up.
So yeah, it'll be in like some rations.
I have a question.
That's good background noise, whatever the hell that is.
What the hell is this? And why have we got it
As
again?
long as we don't get sued for it. The boy looks up
Okay.
at you, and when you
A
appear,
guide, so that we don't get lost.
Marco grabs your arm, Lawrence, and starts crawling away from Peter Wicks, who is, obviously this hideous Nosferatu who's just appeared out of nowhere.
Oh,
And
right.
he's crawling away. Diablo! Diablo!
I cover the child's eyes and pat him on the chest, say, it's all right, he's with me, and then I look up at Peter and say, I always forget you're an ugly bastard.
I signal to Lawrence, feed him.
The boy is
Yes,
like,
yes.
Do it quickly.
he tries to get behind
take-
you, Lawrence, so that he's got you between him and the Nosferatu.
I go back into the shadows.
Here. You haven't eaten all day, so while you're back there, just snack on that for a moment. I've got my own little...
Usually, so.
Are you gonna take Are you gonna take responsibility for this kid?
That's the plan.
What are you gonna do when he dies?
Move on. What would you do if I died?
I signal, move on.
Lawrence is clearly feeling more comfortable with the vampires. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, seeing the atrocities in the village, he's like, oh yeah, I'm more in my element again.
Ask the kid if he knows who Batman is. Ask the kid if he
Considering
knows who
started
Batman
screaming
is.
El Diablo when he saw you, I think I know what we're up against.
Just
up there.
do what I said.
Thank you, little Frankenstein. Hey, do you know who Batman is?
He looks at you, and I'm going to make a check, because the fact is this is the middle of the jungle, and not everyone knows who Batman is. I know it's amazing. Not everyone lives in America.
That's why I'm bloody out.
Wait, what?
I know, right? Well, the good news is I
I
rolled a
always
10
thought
and a
everybody
7.
that was.
The bad news is I
Oh,
rolled,
Jesus.
I rolled a 10 and a 7, but then I rolled a 1 and a 1, so he doesn't know shit. So
No, he knows a lot. He's just blanking.
He shakes his head. He doesn't know Batman. He looks at you confused about that. In fact, weirdly enough, no, I'm not going to go down that road.
I'm looking at him and the food, and I'm just like, I'm
Quick
wondering when he
questions.
eats it.
the humanity, the person who, or the vampire who has the highest humanity wakes first,
That's
correct?
right. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So I have 6.
6. Very good.
Hmm.
What do you got
This
there?
this
Zahra?
will set the tone for what
Yeah.
happens next.
Oh.
He's gonna eat my kid.
Peter's got 7, so he probably woke up pretty soon, sooner than the others. Zahra, what's yours?
Zahra. Right.
Arthur's like, ah, foiled again.
Yep.
Foiled again.
Not
Okay.
your juice box.
So Peter wakes up first, and then Zahra and Arthur wake up together, roundabouts.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And does
All
that,
right.
did
I'm
anything
cooked out
change?
this stuffy thing. So
I'll
And then I
probably look
said-
over at like Zahra and just like,
Oh,
I'm a little hungry.
well,
Okay. Let's get going. I will change myself to a more representable one of these poor sods.
Okay. All right. So you obfuscate into a Paraguay peasant farmer, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Very good. And thusly, the boy...
does the kid eat the food?
Does the kid eat the food? You've given him some food. It's standard, pretty good food. What? Tell me, what do you give him particularly?
It's gonna be the most delicious things we have, and
Right.
I don't know what it is we have,
Chocolate
but
biscuits. I don't know.
How many
maybe
rations?
special rations, like what are those hard chocolate?
It'll be MREs.
honestly, probably be best to give him a granola bar. Look at where he lives. He'd trust a granola bar over a Pop-Tart. I mean,
Yeah, considering where
okay.
they are and what region we are right now, an MRE, an American MRE, or even a Taiwanese MRE would be perfectly acceptable.
I want something that's sort of easy to have made. Nothing that requires like one of those bags that heat up over time, etc. Just something.
No, there's
can-
there's
No,
just,
it's literally you rip it open. It's basically just a
this
dry protein bar.
this
Oh, yeah.
stuff is whatever weevil-filled crap has been purchased by the local government and on-sold. And it's under a regime of bribery and corruption, so it's even worse than that. It's nasty
It's
weevil-filled
gonna taste great. You'll love it.
ration bars or something to that effect.
You'll love
There's
it.
protein,
cardboard that was made
extra
to
protein.
taste like
To be
Yeah.
fair, this kid doesn't actually care because he's used to eating live animals and things for survival.
granola.
Yep.
He's only a few steps away from running around in the forests, smoking mushrooms and shooting blowguns.
So he's all good with it, right? And he eats it, and it's all
Yeah. Okay.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm
Excellent.
not seeing. I'm really not seeing a downside to that. Really.
Right. Okay. So, with all of this in mind, I suppose we can kind of come towards the end of our stream. We're a little bit over. We
looking
felt
forward
like
to
we were
figuring out when
just
we can
getting
make you a vampy, Mr. Lawrence.
Mr. Lawrence. Wow.
Mr.
Oh,
Brookburn.
I'm gonna kill him. I mean, what? No.
I'm gonna eat you.
Yeah, I know. I'm over here like, hey guys, I got us a guide, and you're like, juice box.
Yeah. Gimme.
All right. Well, I say we raid somebody now. I think it's high time
Oh.
for a raid.
No, Charlie. Not this time.
Hold on.
Are we playing tomorrow?
Are we playing tomorrow?
No,
No. Okay.
because that
there
was
you go.
the purpose of
the
today's
purpose.
earlier one. Okay, hold on.
Oh, I can raid Dead Aussie Gamer again for the second time today.
Right.
That's hilarious. We're gonna do that.
There we go. No. I'm guiding the
You're
raid.
not guiding the raid.
I've just paid for it.
You paid for it.
Yeah,
How
with
do you-
my hard-earned little bubbles
Where did you
on
guide
in the chat.
raid to?
In the chat. Redeemed Guide the Raid.
Okay.
3,000
Calm
points.
down. Calm down.
Isaac.
Damn.
Stream.
Okay, Isaac, we're gonna watch you play a game. Get on it.
Get on it.
Actually, if I can pull it off, you're gonna watch me and
Sleep
Charlie
stream.
play a game.
Sleep stream.
Oh well,
stream.
last week we were
Charlie.
playing what was that, the Isaac game? Like I've
Binding
never
of Isaac.
honestly, yeah, I've never seen that game played to that extent before at all.
Oh yeah. If Charlie is not down for jumping into Minecraft with me, I probably will default to Isaac.
Oh,
for the night.
Minecraft, you bastard!
So-
Don't even tempt me.
Go.
You're gonna have to remind me of how do I spell the channel name?
AYESAACH.
Yeah.
Isaac H Tabletop RPGs. That sounds like you, doesn't it? All right, then we
very
can
strong.
start the
Yes,
raid
sir.
now. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for
This is
this
fun. And
Arigato.
it's so funny
Karimasu.
that that Lawrence has a kid now.
Barry's out, and we'll see you guys next time on Rollstream.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Kazemato.
Bye.
再见.
Sayonara.
And hello.
Ah.
Oh, hi guys.
Oh, so we're gonna we're gonna break out into like shit. Chinese,
Well,
Japanese,
first-
Mandarin, you know, Cantonese.
Niyashima. Jishishima.
Yeah.
Moshi moshi.
Are you saying anything?
I am
No,
saying
mush-
stuff.
Yes,
saying-
moshi moshi is also a greeting
Moshi.
when you pick up a phone.
Yeah.
Generalized graduation, yes, but also shishe is also yeah. Well,
Niyashima.
Nihama, yeah. When it comes down to Mandarin or Cantonese, it's a
Are we still being heard?
Yes, they can still hear you guys.
Oh, hello, everyone.
And we're speaking
Welcome.
Chinese over here.
yeah. Me and RK will
Why are
just
you
like
listening
keep
to
wanking
all
off
of
here
them?
on our
Why am I?
fucking.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Get me out of here. Get me
Yep.
out of here.
Get out of here. This is probably the first time they hear the after game banters.
Hello.
After game banter. The banter schmanter.
So the crazy Willie is so insane. Like I can't believe that he's written his point. No, I'm just kidding. We love you. More
Alright,
chaos.
I'm gonna
More
end
chaos.
our stream and let it roll over to the raid.
Okay.
See you
Goodbye.
guys. Bye bye.
All right, good night, guys.